Right, let's
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what you want to do about a cold opening because no one wants to listen to any of that bullshit. Let's do a third anniversary podcast.
Well, we just need to do fake chit chat. Oh yeah, well, how you guys doing and whatnot? Yeah. Oh yeah, why? Hey!
It's only fitting that a podcast that has had the most amount of admin attached to it has got the most admin chat in the cold opening. Like,
and you guys have been protected for most of it. Anyway. Good evening and welcome to the party. This is FRUK Unwrapped, the official podcast of Food Review UK. My name is Nathan Peterson and I'm your host tonight. It's our third anniversary and we are celebrating. Celebrate good times. Come on. The cake's been baked. All right, there we go. He's in the spirit. The other one, not so much. The cake has been baked, the music is pumped up, and the stripper is on his...
Celebrate.
Good times.
And the stripper is on his way.
Come on.
Good. No, good. No, if you wait to the joke bit to jump in so that it ruins all the time, that's good. We let our first guy handle the drinks. So your choices are bitter, gravy, and the tears of all northern children who don't get enough affection from their fathers. It's Stuart Bullock.
Hello, Nathaniel John James Jr. Petersonson.
Petersonson.
I was going for like a Finnish reference and an extra son on the end. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever, thinking about it, have you ever considered changing your surname to Bullockson just so that you fit in with me and Michael? We're both sons.
I hadn't realised that.
Yeah.
That you were both sons. It doesn't work, does it? It doesn't work. I'd have to be Ianson if I was going to follow that, and that doesn't really work. I suppose Ian must be the Anglicised version of Jan, so I could be Stuart Jansen, like.
But isn't
Jansen.
Jan like the foreign John? So Johnson.
Well, I'm guessing that Ian is basically John. They're all names are John, aren't they? Jack is John. Sean is John. Michael is hiding. This is excellent.
He's not. Michael has decided to replace himself with a picture of himself for what must be the best bands that 2020 has ever seen.
The people in the YouTube comments of the YouTube upload for the podcast who are crying out for a video upload, an actual video upload. You don't want it. It's just Michael being weird for 2 hours.
All right, would you be impressed if I can mimic my exact position here then?
No.
Would I be impressed?
Man pretends to be self. It's not.
It's mildly good though. This is better than what you started with, to be fair. Anyway, our next host is a man who knows a lot about parties. From all the notes he has taken from watching them from the outside, it's Michael Jamieson.
Oh, hi. Hey, 3 years. Whoa, hey, but it feels like not even a day has passed. How are you doing, boys?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, bloody bad, but no, loving it.
Bloody bad. Why are you bloody bad? Listen. It's the third anniversary party. We got to make sure you're okay.
That's why I'm good, to be honest. No, I'm good because of that. No, I'm not actually bad. I don't even know why I said bad. I'm great.
Good. I mean, if you don't want to talk about your feelings, at least just cram them down and never mention them to anyone. It's probably not the advice I'd give.
No. Talk about your feelings and whatnot.
Absolutely. This is a good party, isn't it? I probably would have left by now.
We got party poopers.
Oh.
We got streamers. We got party poopers. We got bunting.
Right.
Live streamers.
Before the podcast starts properly, before we get into the special bit of the podcast, quick little bonus surprise question for you. Your top 3 food and drink must-haves for a successful party.
Food and drink. Are we talking buffet situation?
No, of course we're not. Get a grip.
Wide selection of drinks is my number one. I don't forced into having that.
So what type of what are you talking then? A dinner party then?
No, not
a
party.
So
Like people.
Oh,
so not buffet, but not dinner party.
like
so what?
Just some
on trays.
I don't know, drinks.
People coming round with a moose spoosh.
Just some nibbles or something. I don't know.
Sausage rolls.
Well, there you go. Some Twiglets, a classic party band.
No.
Some crisps that you don't know the flavour of, so you have to get your wife to try them just to make sure.
Birthday cake.
Not a birthday party.
Is it not a birthday party?
It'd be a bit weird at like a wedding anniversary or something.
Well, I still want birthday cake.
I like them little boxes that you get, plastic box, and it's like one of those that you get 4 different dips in, but it's got 4 different types of pretzels in it, like little square, little stick pretzels and so. Yeah, it's like
every snacks.
Yeah, you want salty drinks, don't you? And that salty drinks, salty snacks.
Yeah, I don't want a salty drink. Yeah. Christ.
Yeah,
not that kind of party.
I'm not saying it's necessarily my choice, but it doesn't feel, coming back to the buffet side, I know that's not necessarily your forte, but I feel like if you're having a buffet style food arrangement, if it doesn't have a pre-packed dip selection, so your Thousand Island, your cheese and chives, your cheese and onion, your whatever they are, if it doesn't have that, I mean, you're not even trying, really, are you?
No, it's bare minimum, that, isn't it? Bare minimum.
You can come and chuck out your fucking mozzarella and tomato all you want, mate, but unless you've just peeled off the pack of a dip with some crudités, then what's the fucking point of why are we even trying?
Yeah.
What's the matter, Michael? What's the matter, Kingpin?
No, I just like the words that you were saying. Crudité.
Coup d'etat.
Coup d'etat, not crudité.
Coup d'etat, finishing blow. A blow of release. The mercy blow. The blow of mercy.
Are you using mercy as in thank you there?
Blow of mercy. I suppose that's when you're getting edged. No.
Jesus. And now it is a party. Sexual harassment and all. 3 years, guys. What's been your... have you got any highlights? Anything that you've loved of the podcast? Anything you've enjoyed about the podcast? Is it worth us doing this? Are we just doing this just because we've got nothing to do every other Tuesday night?
No. No. Just in general, just anything, not including the podcast. It could be anything from the last 3 years. Is that what you mean?
It can be, yeah. If you can tie it back and make it relevant, that'd be great. But yeah.
No, there's nothing from the podcast, but went to Sweden a couple of years ago.
Well, you say that. Stuart's also been to Sweden.
Correct.
I like Sweden's some of Sweden's cinematography. Yeah,
sure.
Online cinematography, but in particular,
quite often got long blonde hair. Hasn't it been lovely just speaking to other people who are passionate about food, and just speaking to our friends and making new friendships and just speaking to people in the industry? Been fascinating. We've been very lucky with our guests.
Yeah, we have.
I think we knew this from the outset, but what I like about it is talking to people that aren't necessarily foodies, but still have like food opinions, if that makes sense. We've obviously had people on like Shan and Matt Stewart this year, for example. Both have been tremendous guests. Neither of them work or are in the food industry, but both came on, were great band. And I'm not trying to diss anybody that's been on the show that weren't those two individuals.
Except Chris Clements, he can get in the bin.
Oh yeah. I said people. I don't think he's people.
Oh
no, love Clements. But yeah, everyone's got an opinion. Even people that say that they're not a foodie will have something either interesting or mental to say about food. And so it's something that we all do. We all eat. Everyone who's alive has to eat, and therefore we've all got opinions on food and or drink. And so it's good to talk to people like that and get their full bants.
And we haven't booked him yet, but the prospect of one of our upcoming guests has got me so excited.
I mean, I don't even know what he's talking about, so...
I sort of don't either. I think he's he's playing the market.
Well, let's say...
Oh, okay. Is it one we mentioned recently?
Well, let's just say this Robbie isn't going to take that from us.
Brilliant.
Is it Robbie Savage, notorious for not taking any shit on the pitch?
The Savster.
Is it Robbie Fowler, famous for taking cocaine?
Oh.
My favourite bit of the last 3 years, I've got many favourite bits, but one that's fairly recent that really sticks in my memory was when Michael's sister told us that she bummed her husband with a strap on a wedding night.
Yeah, that was good.
That was definitely up there. It was definitely one of the better moments. Yeah, see, don't get me wrong, Emma's an entertaining person, but I don't think any of us expected anything quite as hilarious coming off the back of that episode. That was just brilliant. Just good stuff. No, it's good stuff. I enjoy your company as well, guys. I think it's worth saying. I don't think this would work for me if it wasn't having fun with you two gentlemen on a bi-weekly basis, whether that's twice a week or once every 2 weeks.
Correct.
And just watching the show develop. Who was I talking to recently? Was it Mike's? It was Smudger, I think. Mike Smith said that he started listening to the podcast and he listened to one of the recent ones. And I said, "Oh, you should go back and listen to like the first one, just to see like the comparison." And it's just like I wouldn't necessarily say every show we learn something, but over the last 3 years, what we are now. There's no way that when we started the show, we would have envisaged a night like tonight, like what we're trying to do tonight. Because tonight is going to be fucking carnage.
We need to get him on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smudger.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Speaking of getting people on, it's worth so let's come back to tonight's show. Just a very brief outline for what the listeners have got in store for them tonight. We decided that to celebrate our 3rd year anniversary, we didn't do anything for our 2nd anniversary, weirdly. But for our 3rd year anniversary, we decided to do something a little bit different. And we've reached out to a number of FRUK fans and basically asked them if they would like to just share a bit of time with us. So we've got about 10 or so people who are going to come on for 5-10 minutes each and just, just have a little quick chat and see how they are, see how much they enjoy the show, etc., etc. We're going to play a very special game, a very unique and special game of Sweeter or Savourier. Yeah, there's that. And that's it. We auditioned people to come on the Facebook group, FRUK Unwrapped and fans. So
we auditioned them.
We auditioned them.
Is there a process?
By audition, there was. The process went like this. I said, fuck it. Who wants to come on the show for 5 minutes? A load of people jumped on the bandwagon, and now they're on. So, I mean, they passed the first test, which is they can read and write.
And after I knew Nate had contacted them, I messaged them saying that there was a second interview process, which was a video interview. So I held them privately. So,
right, let's get our first guest onto the show. He's a very special guest, and you will shortly see who that is.
Wow, love it.
I'm very excited about speaking to some of the people that we speak to on the Facebook group, but I'm more excited to just imagining the difficulties that we're going to have.
Oh God, it's going to be absolutely horrendous. Speaking of horrendous, hello, Eric.
Hey!
Greetings from Trumplandia.
Here he is himself, Mr. the Inaugural Fruckmaster himself, Eric King. How goes it? Are you well? Are you well?
I am well. It's a little hot here today. I did my conversion for y'all. It's 32.7 degrees Celsius.
Whoa, that is hot.
Yeah, with pretty humid as well. But I'm indoors. Got an ice cold ginger beer.
Where are you? You're Virginia, is that right?
I'm in Virginia. Yes.
What's Big Virginia eating? What they famous for food wise?
Pork products and peanuts.
Peanuts.
We have a big pork industry here, and not too far from where I live, like right across the river, is Suffolk Virginia is the peanut capital of the United States.
Wow.
I love the fact that everywhere in America has a capital of the United States, whatever it may be. It's good to know that it's in Virginia, the peanut capital. How are you doing, Eric? You, as I mentioned in there, you were the inaugural Fruckmaster champion. How was that whole process? What was your technique when you were playing Fruckmaster?
I just winged it. The picture of Stuart I drew, I just looked at a Facebook photo of him and then put him in a beer T-shirt. And and then as far as the last challenge where you had to get the food from A to Z, I pretty much had, I'd say about 80% of that on hand. While at work, I ducked out to the grocery store and got the other 19%, and then the Savourier steak, the steak with the cheese and the asparagus that I grilled up as I was sorting all the foods out.
That's commitment. That is going to the shop to buy things, especially. That is commitment.
For a semi-pointless internet challenge.
Oh,
but yeah, and my wife was like, are we eating that for dinner tonight? I was like, we don't have to.
You're a big beery man. When you came to the UK a couple of years ago, we obviously shared a drink or two in Brewdog.
Yes.
What is your beer of choice? This is a question on behalf of Stuart, really.
That's a nice coaster.
It's a lovely coaster. Thank you very much, my man.
I would say, I'm a big IPA guy, a Imperial Stout guy. I like the Imperial Stouts. I like the Bourbon Barrel Stouts. The hazy IPAs, the nice cloudy ones. Those seem to be a favorite. And then it seems like every season brings on a different style. Come September, everybody starts releasing the Oktoberfest brews. I have a couple of favorite Oktoberfest beers, and then once you get into winter, a few breweries put out these what they call the winter warmers, and there's one called Fireside Chat that I like, and then there's one called Mad Elf. I don't know, Stuart, you've ever heard of Mad Elf? It clocks in at like 13% and it's brewed with tart cherries.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Such a shame we just don't like. I've mentioned this before. There's so few good quality American beers that get over here. But I think there are issues around some states' export laws, and then just particularly with the IPAs and stuff, to get them over to Britain in cold storage is so prohibitively expensive. We just don't get them. And when you do, they're wanting like for. I'm presuming you're aware of Other Half from New York. Like if you can get a can of Other Half IPA over here, you're talking 10, 11, 12 quid a can at least. Right. Whereas I saw a picture from a petrol station in America where they had a 4-pack of Evil Twin, Even More Jesus for like $13 for 4 cans. That's an 8 quid beer over here. It's just the price difference is ridiculous.
Right. Hey, when I visited, it's a little bit over a year and a half ago. I was excited to try, the English ales, and I was surprised that I just could not warm up to them. I could not get to it. And one night, they actually wrecked my gut completely. So I ended up after about 5 days of trying various English ales, I ended up just switching over to some of the local gins. I was staying in Cambridge, and they had a place that made gin there that I tried several of their variants, and then I think gin and tonic was my drink of choice the rest of my time there.
You went back home very much a fan of the Fever Tree brand.
Oh yeah. I still drink the Fever Tree, not the rose, the what was it? The rose one, and I do like their elderflower tonic though.
Because they're in America now too, as well, aren't they?
They are. I can find them pretty easily now. Whereas at first got back, it was pretty hard to come across the elderflower tonic, because everybody would always have the Canada Dry or the Schweppes tonic, and run of the mill stuff. But I really enjoyed the Fever Tree tonic. I mean, because it's a good tonic, and their slogan is if 3/4 of your drink is going to be tonic, why not make it the best? And they got a point.
Yeah,
craft tonic.
Very quickly, Eric, we've got quite a lot of people to get on tonight. But before we move on, just a quick question: what was the best thing you ate in England while you were over here? Was it the curry?
No. I didn't. I only had curry one time. I went to Masala Zone when I was in London. I went to the 007 museum.
Yeah.
And then I just happened to stumble across Masala Zone and had lunch there. It was okay, but I was there for 3 Sunday roasts, and I took advantage of Sunday roast all 3 times.
Nice.
One of those times was in Cambridge. They did not have any of the pot roast, but they did have roast chickens. I had roast chicken I think my first Sunday there, and I had the pot roast my second Sunday there. My third Sunday, I had a lamb roast.
Yes.
Good stuff. Love a lamb roast.
I think Sunday roast and the traditional English breakfast are probably 2 of my favorites. I had breakfast early one Saturday morning at the Regency Cafe in London. Get you in, get you out, breakfast joint. And it's good. It's good. I think about 3 or 4 times I did have the beans and toast and with the grilled tomatoes and what else? The sausage. I didn't have the blood sausage. I didn't try the blood pudding.
Oh, it's the best bit.
I missed out.
It's no pork and peanuts. Thank you very much for your time, my good friend. I will let you get back to the kids and the family. We will speak soon. I'm have no doubt, and I will sort you out with that FRUK t-shirt. Just let me know what one you want, and we'll sort it out.
All right. I appreciate it. Good talking with you guys. I enjoy listening to y'all. Glad I got the opportunity to talk to you.
Oh, really nice to speak to you, man.
Yeah, and you too. Take it easy.
Look after yourself. Stay safe.
Take care, guys.
Cheers, King.
Hello.
Here he is. Luke Carrigan.
Whee!
Cara.
She's a fucking G.
No swearing on the podcast, please, Luke. This is a family show. But there are children listening.
Fuckity fuck that.
I'm also the first person to be outside as well, I believe.
The first person to be outside. You're recording outside.
Yeah, I'm recording outside.
This is.
It's our geographic correspondent.
Have you been kicked out or?
No, I'm still in. I fucked up. I totally forgot about the call. And I was like, oh shit, you just messaged me like 5 minutes ago.
Don't worry about it. I've been messaging you all week, Luke. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Totally
how you keeping? You well?
I'm doing all right. Just a struggle for everybody during this terrible year.
Yeah, it's not been a good one. It's certainly not been a good one.
Aye. I've not had a fucking haircut for 12 weeks. So, I'm
Yeah,
desperate.
join the club.
Yeah, you. I don't know if you've
Are
got.
they not open down south? They're open down south.
They just opened up, but I mean,
Yeah, I still won't be in any rush to go in one. MJ needs to go to one. He's a state. He's an
Yeah,
absolute mess.
Someone called in this week a pineapple head.
yeah, I am fluff monster or something. Oh, no, don't call it.
A mushroom.
A mushroom.
Michael Toad Jameson.
Yeah, because I'm a fun guy to be with.
Yeah.
So.
Mushrooms are quite nice, to be fair. Underrated.
unlike Michael.
Yeah.
Luke, you are I think it's fair to say you've been around FRUK for quite some time. Is that right?
Yeah, since about 2014.
Wow.
Oh,
Very
early doors.
You might be one of the earliest names I remember.
Oh, wow. Wow.
There you go. Stick that on your CV. Why did you start watching FRUK, and why haven't you stopped?
To be honest, yeah, I haven't actually watched anything for about a year, probably.
That's good.
No, I haven't.
Right,
I haven't been
next
regularly
caller, I
watching
think we've
FRUK.
got. No, fair. It's been a busy year, to be fair. So.
No, to be fair, the banter on the Unwrapped page is just unreal.
Correct. Unwrapped.
Absolutely.
Unwrapped. The podcast better than the YouTube channel. Fact.
Oh God, I don't think it's even a question anymore, is it?
Yeah, greatness from humble beginnings. Yeah, is the phrase.
Who was it that was on first?
Eric King, one of the American guys, the guy who won Fruckmaster, and he's in the group a little bit.
What?
He won Fruckmaster. You know, we did the. Was it start? Fuck me. When was it? Was it last year? Was it the start?
No,
Time
it
ago.
was during lockdown.
It was
during lockdown.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, how long has this been? When we were doing all the games and drawings and record a song and all that bullshit that we were doing just for keep spirits up.
Yeah.
So you listen to the podcast?
Yeah.
Good man. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask MJ? This could be your only moment to speak directly to the weird squalid mind. No, you can ask all of
Does
us.
it have to be MJ?
How many football teams do you actually support?
Oh, he's a joke, isn't he? He's an absolute clown of a human being.
One at a time. Why, you got an offer for me?
We're in double figures, aren't we?
I think. Oh no. To be fair to Michael, I think he's pretty much settled now on 2. Am I right? Fulham and Stanley.
Yeah.
What about Forest Green though?
I have a soft spot for
What about MK Dons though?
African Stanley manager, is it still John Doolan? Still John Doolan,
I think Doolan's still in the cut. We asked him. We did ask Callum about John Doolan. He said he's a good lad. Like,
aye, because he was Hibs assistant manager. Scottish Cup, so
yeah.
Obviously, totally good guy.
Are you a Hibs man?
Aye, big Hibs fan. Aye.
What's Michael? Question for Michael. Luke supports Hibs. What's the actual name of the football team commonly known as Hibs?
Hibs.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's their full name?
Yeah. So Hibs is an abbreviation for
Correct.
Hibernation, and that is because they don't often turn up.
Brilliant.
He's actually right.
I've got a good bit of knowledge here. Hibs' most famous celebrity fan, Sex Pest John Leslie.
Well, how old are you, Luke? Are you going to tell us you're going to be too young to remember John Leslie?
I am 21.
Yeah, he probably
21.
John Leslie was he Sex Dungeons? No, that was Jamie.
Like that.
That was Jamie Theakston, wasn't it? What was John Leslie?
John Leslie was a bit of a perv, and that's for another conversation I'll have off air that we won't get sued for.
Yeah, I suppose George Best was mine, but I think not many people know that George Best played for the Hibs.
Knowledge.
And Fulham.
And Fulham.
Yeah.
Of course, famously, because he's got a statue. More famously, I don't think there is a.
In fact, if George Best had played for Bradford, he'd have played for all of our teams. But I'm the odd one out. But we got Stan Collymore. So, speaking of sex perverts,
Luke, tell us about your friendship with Scotty Too Hotty Young.
Scotty Too Hotty Young. Fucking hell. Well, obviously, being both Scottish on a majority English page, I'm sure you'd agree. So, just go for pints in that, and obviously, he's more than willing to pay up. So,
it's a good
friendship. 3 pints in that, so. No, he's a good boy, the way, Scotty.
Do you actually know Scott, or is he one that you've met through FRUK?
I've met him through FRUK, yeah.
That's brilliant.
And have you actually met up now?
Yeah, loads of times,
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
I don't know. That very possibly could be the first FRUK meet-up friendship, or whatever you want to call it. Like yeah, I don't know too many others that, obviously, other than Rich and yourself, MJ.
Well, yeah, all right, mate. Cheers. Nice one.
You knew him before, FRUK. That doesn't count.
Just prior to lockdown, Scott was on about coming down to Manchester, and we were going to try and meet up as well. So maybe Scott is the catalyst.
He did say that, yeah.
Scott
did say that.
Scott is the catalyst for friendships, FRUK friendships. So after lockdown, after lockdown anyway.
He just travels a lot in that, So
yeah,
he's a lad. Right, got a couple more things before you go. Quick question: what's your favourite food?
Favourite food? It's got to be the Edinburgh chippy sauce. It's unreal.
Is that
unreal?
Is that gravy and vinegar?
It is. It's just brown sauce and vinegar. I believe you can buy it.
Vinegar,
I believe you can actually buy it.
Filth. MJ's dead.
It's absolutely lovely stuff. I mean, they can't get
brown
it
sauce.
Glasgow. I believe it is. Yeah, I could be wrong on that point though.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough. I'd give it a whirl. Thank you very much for joining us, Luke. Hope that you are well. I'm going to let you go back to doing whatever you were doing outside. What were you doing outside? What are you doing outside? You just
I'm out currently buying booze. I'm on my way home. I'm on my way home. I'm about 10 minutes away.
A cheeky tipple. Go and enjoy yourself with a whatever your poison is, mate.
Perfect, man. Cheers.
Lovely to speak to you. See you in the group.
Boy.
Cheers.
Nice to talk to you, man.
Take it easy.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Someone has joined. Someone's name is John Williams.
Hello, John.
Hello, can you see me?
Yes.
Hey. Can you see me? That's a John Cena reference. Well, first things first, John. You look nothing like your profile picture.
I know, yeah, it's like 6 years old now, I think. Yeah, I don't use Facebook, to be honest. Other than for the FRUK Unwrapped group, obviously.
Obviously. I asked people to join, who wanted to join in the conversation. Just everyone said yes, whatever. I then started looking through, and I got to yours, and I was like, I had to send a screenshot to the guys. I was like, am I grooming? Is this? Have we got a child coming on the call? So yeah, thank you for dealing with that rather awkward conversation. Well, how are you doing? Are you well?
Yeah, I'm very well. Just bored, really, in terms of lockdown, but other than that, not too bad. I haven't been lucky enough to be furloughed, so still working.
What do you do, if you don't mind me asking? If that's not too personal a question?
No, I work in accounting and finance.
Oh, hello.
Oh, here they are.
You and I can have a little conversation off there, my friend.
As if I don't work in the finance industry as well.
No, you wouldn't understand. This is an accounting world, my friend. No. Oh. Oh, what do you do?
Oh, have
Go on.
worked in the finance industry for 12 years.
You run the social media for a stockbroker, mate. Grow up.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't even know my job. I don't do that. I have little to do with the social media. I manage someone who sometimes does the social media.
Assistant to the social media manager.
Yeah. John, how long have you been following FRUK? Are you someone that joined, followed the channel, or are you from the podcast or social media? How did you come upon FRUK, and why? I'm going to be asking everyone why they do it, because I don't actually understand why anyone would be.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I can't really remember. I know I first came across the YouTube channel at school.
Brilliant.
So I reckon like 2014, 2015, something like that. And then, yeah, slowly, I don't know, 2 years ago, came across the podcast. And then for me, that's overtaken the YouTube channel as the premier attraction of
It's the primary source of entertainment, really.
Correct.
Yeah. What's beautiful was just seeing MJ die a little inside every single time anyone says that.
My empire, mate.
He shouldn't do, because it's using his name and he's part of it. There's no reason.
Exactly.
But
If it wasn't for me, it wouldn't exist.
yeah, I had to. So you say you were in school when was it like drugs? Were you peer pressured into watching FRUK?
I really don't know. Having no motivation during A levels probably had something to do with it, but yeah. I can't remember. I was trying to think like the first video and things like that, but I couldn't think back that far, to be honest. So I'm not really sure. It must have been stumbling across like a certain product I had wanted to have a look. Any opinions on, but yeah, which is probably how most people find the channel. Yeah, I honestly can't remember.
How does that make you feel, knowing that you're being watched by young boys, MJ?
No different.
He had an inkling.
That's what I call him. Yeah.
What's your favourite food or drink? What's your tipple? What's your poison? What's your guilty pleasure?
I don't know. I mean, it's difficult not to go generic and go like burger, a decent Five Guys.
Don't be ashamed of it. Well, there's no reason to be ashamed of it, John. Like, it's popular and it's good. Just embrace it. Love a burger.
Yeah.
You like the Five Guys though?
Yeah, I've only been a couple of times, but yeah, I mean, it's blown me away both times. It's brilliant.
Correct.
Good stuff. Before you go, anything you want to ask us, MJ, Stuart, me, the fans? Anything you want to do with this last few fleeting moments? It all got a bit morbid there.
I don't know. I was trying to think of any questions. I mean, they're reasonably generic, but I suppose one of them would be: have you got like an end goal or somewhere you want to reach with the channel, whether it be numeric in terms of a number of subscribers or something else?
MJ?
Would love to do it as a full-time job, but that is not realistic. At one point, I thought it might have been realistic, but the growth is not there, and the algorithm doesn't like us so much. But that's fine. So now we're just here for the laughs.
Correct.
Yeah.
When are they due? Thank you, John. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for coming on. Thank you for listening to the podcast, which is clearly the more superior form of entertainment that is FRUK related.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining. Enjoy the rest of your lockdown. Stay safe, and see you soon.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
Sick.
No
Cheers.
Lovely to talk
Thanks,
to you,
John.
man. See you later,
See
man.
you later.
Yeah, his name's Liam. You might know him better as Laminator.
Oh!
It's
I used to be called Laminator, that is correct.
Philip Lam, here he is.
Philip
I
Lam.
used to be called CP as well for a while.
CP, yeah. Cynical.
Clear.
Yeah, that's
Pokemon.
it. Cynical Pokemon. He goes. Amazing.
Here he goes. Come on in, MJ. Carry on with the YouTube bants.
Another original, another one of the earliest ones I remember.
Yeah, it go a long way back.
That's opening days of FRUK. That is.
Yeah, I think when I first saw your channel, there was only like 10 videos on it. It's crazy.
And one of them was Barney Bear, and another one was Foster's Rattler. And yet you still persevered.
Oh yeah, the Barney one was the first one I saw. I was instant subscribe when I saw that.
Were you looking for Barney Bear videos specifically, or?
I just Googled it because I first found the product. I was just like, oh, I've never seen this before, and I like new products, so I just Googled it, and MJ's video must have popped up.
Drunk man eats child snack in bed. That's the Google search.
I mean, I just had to click it. It's clickbait, basically, isn't it?
I need to do another one, really, don't I?
Do you? I would say probably Laminator might be the first subscriber that I remember in terms of names. Just I don't know why the name Laminator has just always stuck.
Yeah, I mean, I used to comment quite a lot back then, but I don't comment as much now. So I usually watch on my PlayStation, so you can't really comment, can you?
Yeah.
But I do watch most of the videos still, just like products I'm interested in. Big fan of the vlogs as well. Vlogs are really cool.
Thank you, and well done for watching on the best platform. I do actually think PlayStation. If you're watching YouTube on TV, specifically via PlayStation, probably the best viewing experience.
I'm a big PlayStation fan anyway. I'm quite a big gamer, but PlayStation is always my favourite.
I just want to hear a bit more from that, Michael. How much research have you done on that? How many things have you watched YouTube on a TV through? Anyway, Liam, how are you? Are you well?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah.
Congratulations on 3 years anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The first person who said that.
I'm not going to call out anyone else was not saying that. But thank you very much. Do you listen to the poddy?
Yeah, every episode. I love it. Like, the first 20 episodes came out, I didn't listen to a single one because I was quite like, I don't know if I'd like it. But then when I did, I was like, wow, what am I missing out on?
Literally
my favourite podcast, like literally. So I'm really nervous right now.
Oh, amazing! Do you listen to other podcasts?
Yeah, a few, not loads, but I've been getting into them like last year or so.
You listen to more than one, and this is your favourite? Fucking hell!
Yeah. Honestly, no, you guys just crack me up so much.
What are your other
very kind of you to say.
What are your other podcast recommendations then, Liam?
Those conspiracy guys. I don't know if one of you recommended that. I can't remember if Nate did. Have you heard of them?
No.
What are they called?
Those conspiracy theories. No. They're pretty good. Peter Crouch podcast. You've probably heard of that.
I've heard good things from that.
Joe Weller podcast, more for younger ones, but it's good still. Been listening to.
Why are you saying that about more for younger ones? Like, why are we?
He's just a younger generation, Joe Weller, of his YouTube videos and style, I guess. But I mean,
that's all right. We're down with the kids. We're fine.
Yeah, but this one I've been listening to recently is really good. It's 2 points with Will and Ralph. If you watch 2 points of Largo, really
wow!
Oh, fantastic, Liam! You've just brought about the first hashtag anecdote of the night. I don't think I've ever told this one before. I think you have. I played tennis with Will Mellor once.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, we were. Will Mellor's from the same kind of. He's from Oldham, same kind of area where I grew up in. And me and my mates used to go playing tennis, and the courts were quite busy one day. Will Mellor was playing tennis with his girlfriend. He said the courts were dead busy, and he just said, "Do you want to play doubles with us?" And me and my mate played doubles against Will Mellor and his girlfriend, and we absolutely ruined them, absolutely destroyed them.
Is this during? Is he famous at this point?
Yeah, he was Will Mellor from Hollyoaks. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Wow. And that, Michael, is an anecdote.
That really is. I mean, the most question is going to be did you win? You obviously did.
Yeah,
but was he any good as well?
No, terrible. I mean, no. To be fair, he was pretty good, but obviously, I'm exceptional. So
I'm crap. I would have lost to him.
Could have turned pro.
Fair play, mate.
Should have turned pro.
I love that anecdote.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that anecdote. That's ace.
Well done, Michael.
You really served me there.
Good stuff. Liam, what's your favourite food? What's your guilty pleasure?
Oh, I really like spaghetti and meatballs. I'm a veggie, so I like vegetarian meatballs.
Good man. Which are the best ones?
My dad always does a shop, and he always gets the bird's eye ones, which are quite nice, to be fair.
I'm not a fan, I find them a bit greasy.
I think he said that before. Yeah, I don't know how he cooks them, but he cooks them quite nice. They're not too greasy.
Right.
And they're good.
Good times.
But yeah, I love spag bowl.
Chode was talking up
great.
Chode was talking up the vegetarian Charlie Bigham's lasagna.
Yeah, I've not had any of them yet.
Might want to give that a look because
they do look really nice. Yeah.
I mean, their products in general are brilliant.
Why are you a vegetarian? Is that a moral thing or is it a health thing?
It's more moral.
Yeah.
I became veggie 5 years ago, and it's just something I always wanted to do. Just, I think, like killing all the animals, just it's a bit excessive and a bit murderous, But,
yeah, correct. Meat is murder. There's no.
Yeah.
I
don't like force anyone to be a veggie or vegan or whatever. So it's it's everyone's choice.
Ironically, as a man who eats a mostly vegetarian diet, I ate 2 meals that contain meat today, so I feel quite bad about it.
Hypocritical. So you meant bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons. Really, I was eating a few meat here and there, and I felt guilty afterwards. It was weird.
Yeah.
So I feel better getting rid of it, to be honest.
Yeah. Correct.
Quick question on the podcast. Favourite guest?
Oh, there's loads of good ones. I like Rich. I like Jason was cool. Gossy, Maverick Break, and they're all good. I can't just name one. They're so good. So all of them. But you've had some really good guests.
There's a reason why people like Rich and Gossy and Maverick Bacon come on time and time again, and it's because they're our mates, and
I think they're down available. They're down to earth people. What was that? Sorry.
They're our mates and they're available. That's it. We don't like them.
True.
Yeah.
They're just great banter, and they seem like really down to earth people like you guys are. So I think that makes it easier listening as well.
Correct.
I think it's easier for us as well when we got people on that we know, because we know how we can interact around them. Sometimes with guests, I think we've been lucky that almost all the guests we've had on have joined in with the fun of it. But equally, it sometimes is a little bit hard at first because you don't know how you're going to play it with them, what they're going to be like. They need to get up to speed, etc., etc.
Yeah, almost all of them have
almost all. We won't name any names. Liam, thank you. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure putting a voice to the name, to the subscriber, to the everything. Yeah. Thank you very much for. I haven't really done this with the other callers that we've had, but thank you very much for your support over the years. Thank you very much for your contribution in the group.
Yeah, no,
everything. Thanks for listening to the podcast.
Thanks for all the great content and podcasts. I love it all.
Absolutely. We'll probably write that somewhere and get you to sign on release. Yeah, good stuff. All right, Liam, look after yourself, and I'm sure we'll chat in the group or something soon.
Yeah, cheers, you guys. Do. See you later. Thank you.
Cheers, bro. Bye.
Cheers, Phil.
Hello.
Oh, who invited a Scouser on? Oh.
Hello. Oh God, it starts. It starts already. Bloody hell. MJ, can you understand us?
Sorry, can you speak in some sort of language that I can speak? That'd be good.
Understand me, can you?
Oh, that's fair. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Showbiz.
We have had an absolute sausage fest so far, so it's good to get a little bit of a lady on the
Oh, great. Call. I mean, if you was a lady, that's amazing. I'd love that.
Oh, you are. Yeah, I'm not going to go anywhere further with that. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you guys?
Good. I've not let these two in on the struggles of getting you on to this show tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're saying ever to me, your idols, right? And Skype certainly didn't want me to fucking do that, did they? Honestly, it was such a mess.
Still waiting, are you?
Yeah. The day will come eventually, I'm sure. Yeah. But yeah, it was awesome.
You've been ticking around in the old background for a little while on Instagram and whatnot, but how long have you been a fan of Food Review UK?
I think I was trying to calculate it last night. I think it was about the end of 2017, beginning of 2018 that I started watching you on YouTube. But with the Unwrapped podcast, I've only started watching that like last year. Then I discovered the fan page, I think, at the beginning of this year, and it's just all pictures from there. So, yeah.
Yeah. You've been a belter in the fan page. Very much. I think the first time that I realised just how amazingly funny you could be was when you threw a jar on the floor during Fruckmaster.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, well, at that point I was unemployed and very bored, so that was the reason that came about. Yeah.
Does that mean you're a job? Oh, I got to swallow first.
MJ, you're talking to essentially strangers, new people that are excited to speak to you. Maybe finish your drink before you start your conversation.
Yeah, well, the embarrassing thing there is I wanted to get with a podcast. It is very much like a chess match. You've got to know when to make your move and when to like get your thing that you want to say in. And unfortunately, I'd taken a sip there just at the point I wanted to ask a very current question, and that is, what was it like finding a job during these challenging times?
Oh, well, I was a fresh graduate from my teaching degree, and I'd literally just gotten into work, and then it kind of just all fell apart, which is what sad. But I ended up working for the health system anyway during the lockdown. I've essentially got a job through this whole thing that's gone on, so I mean it's not too bad. Okay, cool. I was unemployed for about a month and a half, which obviously is not as bad as what everyone else has gone through, but yeah. It's not been so bad. I just work from home now. So, yeah.
That's serious issues being dealt with on what is essentially a stupid little podcast like us. Good question, Michael.
Gonna need to know soon, aren't I? Don't think of it being selfless, just doing research.
How did it feel being confused with people from Liverpool? I would imagine that was probably the worst thing that's happened to you this year.
Well, I broke the news to me mum that happened, and you don't want to know. You don't want to know what she said. I mean, I won't repeat it here, but it was quite terrible. No, I mean, you've got to laugh about it, really, haven't you?
You have. I have.
Some people just don't know. I mean, I'm crap with geography, but MJ makes me feel better about that because at least there's someone that's worse than me at it. So yeah, good.
Good balance. Let's talk food very briefly. What's your favourite bit of food or drink? What's your go-to pleasure?
Okay, that's a loaded question because like I were talking like starters, main, desserts. I mean, there's a lot of categories there.
Right. Now,
Shelby, this is
surprise game.
All right.
Oh my God.
Shag, marry, kill, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Okay, marry dinner, shag lunch, kill breakfast.
What's your favourite dinner then?
My favourite dinner? Oh, I mean Sunday lunch. But you can't have that every day, can you?
You can. You just have to come up with a new name for it. Got it, lunch.
Yeah. Monday lunch, Tuesday lunch, Wednesday, yeah. And it goes on. At the moment, I've been eating a lot of chicken wraps because it's just easy to do. Mm-hmm. And that's always nice with a bit of sweet potato and a rice. But if I could eat one meal for the rest of my life and it wouldn't F up my internal system and I wouldn't gain weight, it would probably be something spicy from the Indian.
Oh.
Local Indian. Mm-hmm. Chicken madras, probably.
Good choice. Sort of a surprise question I guess I've got for you. Are you part of the Chinese Chippy Exists crew, or are you part of the I've never heard of them, Gov?
Honestly, that podcast, that was all revealed to me there. I was sitting on my little sofa, I was listening in, and all I heard was Chinese Chippy, and I was like, wait, what? Hold on, no. Chinese Chippy? No. I've never heard of them in my life until Stuart mentioned it, yeah. Never.
Mad.
Wow, myth busted.
Yeah.
See, I think from that show, and some of the comments that come out lately seems to suggest it's more of a, certainly more likely to be a northern thing. So I was just wondering if it's something a phenomenon that was across all of the north. I know that you're not geographically close to Stuart, but equally there's often things that are shared up there that we Southerners
don't
we are
lump me
what's
in with
classed as
lot.
the true north anyway. So I mean,
Joke.
Chinese all gets a bit confused down the middle, really. Like at least up north we know what we have and what we don't. So
the problem with your chippies up Shelbur's neck of the woods is that they can't get themselves together to do a combination of a fish and chipper and a Chinese, because they're too busy knocking out the Savourier dip, or as we like to call them, the Shields dummy. They're too busy dipping sausages in liquid.
Yeah, but you don't get that in a chip shop.
Do you not?
You do not. No, I mean, not where I'm from anyway. You do not get Savourier dips from a chip shop. That would definitely be wrong. If I went to a chip shop and they were like, on the menu board there was a Savourier dip, I'd walk straight out and be disgusted, because that does not belong in that vicinity. I mean, we have a chain up here called Dixon's, which is kind of like a homely kind of pie pastry company kind of thing. It's kind of like Greg's, but it's actually got a flavour and this stuff. And that's where you get the Savourier dips from. And they've just started delivering actually around here, because they haven't really been doing much business with all this malarkey going on. So
we need to get MJ. We need to get MJ on a Savourier dip.
Well, I've just searched Savourier dip, and I'm gonna bookmark that page.
Have you ever had peas pudding?
Peas pudding's dirty.
Yeah,
my mum makes it all the time because she's a wrong'un like you.
Oh, I've never had a homemade.
Oh, you have to come down to Manchester and get a proper one.
It's absolutely lovely. I don't know what you're on about. Peas pudding's amazing.
I've discovered something that I love. There's obviously clearly a north-south divide, which I love, but also discovering that there's a north-north divide.
Yeah. North.
Well, no, I mean, I think Stuart can probably vouch for this as well. It's very, very, very mildly annoying when the North just get lumped as the same thing. Because it's so different. But at the same time, I'm being very hypocritical here, because whenever I hear Nate, Gossie or Michael, whoever, Rich, talk, I don't exactly go, oh, I know exactly where they're from. They're from this place in the South. You just all sound the same to me.
Yeah.
Oh, to me too, to be honest. I honestly, I've lived in Bognor, Chesham, Aylesbury, and Romsey. It's all the same. It's all the same accent. English.
So, yes. Well, the thing I do know about the North is as well, I'll never, ever, ever go into a bar there. I mean, the South even. I would never go to a bar in the South because it's like £10 for a drink.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit pricey in some of the nicer places. You want to go in, I would recommend going into a Wetherspoons, but they're racist scumbags, so I'm not going to...
We don't go in there now. We don't talk about them now, really, do we? Which is quite a shame, because I used to be able to get a Jack Daniels and Coke for $2.50 up here, but can't do that now.
No. Not with a clear conscience, no.
You're canny, as you guys say.
Canny.
Linguistics.
Canny.
Yeah, I know. Canny means something else. I know. That's it's the joke, mate.
Good. Yeah, well done. Yeah, excellent.
Right. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us, Shelby. It's been a pleasure. You can go and delete Skype now and never look at it ever again, and move on with your life.
I can't wait. I really can't.
Thank you for joining us.
And happy anniversary. Happy 3rd anniversary.
Thank you very much. Look after yourself. Stay safe. And I'm sure we'll speak in the group soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Shelbers.
Take it easy.
Anyway, special guest, unannounced time.
Here we go.
Wow.
Don't look.
I'm not looking.
You've already looked.
Now.
They don't know you're coming. It's
up,
Warren Minix.
Hey,
lad.
How we doing, y'all?
We are very good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm gonna be honest.
You be honest. Don't lie to us and tell us that you've been shit.
Tell the truth always.
Absolutely. So what's up, y'all? How we doing?
We are very good. So I told these guys that you weren't going to be on the show because obviously we had a bit of a mix up, and that you weren't min mix, something like that. But we had a conversation today, you and I, and decided to get you on because we were. Well, I just wanted to talk to you. How are you doing?
I'm good, y'all. I'm I don't know, trying to get this music together because still pretty hardcore in Jersey. But other than that, playing a lot of Zelda.
Oh, Breath of the Wild or
Breath of the Wild Master Mode.
nice?
Yeah, Warren is. I don't know if you know MJ. Warren is a huge gamer. Big. I often go to him if ever I've got any questions about gaming. I tend to defer to the experts and message Warren.
Love that.
Well,
Yeah,
excellent.
loves an indie game.
Last of Us Part 2?
I'm ready to record with Nate, hopefully later this week.
Yeah, we're going to do a podcast about it with on the Binge Waves.
Typical bass player, massive nerd.
I'm the quiet one. That's how it works.
It's so weird. It's so weird talking to you on here because like your voice is so incredibly recognizable because of the sounders and stuff that you've done for the podcast before, and to actually talk to the voice that is usually like speaking over sexy music is very weird. And I'm not gonna lie, I've got half an erection.
Oh,
Which half?
A little half chub. I appreciate it.
Which half?
just the right,
just
the right side.
just the top half. Yeah.
It's the good half.
Stuart obviously
the
has.
veins on the right side of my shaft.
Oh dear.
Beautiful. Stuart's obviously mentioned there. Thank you very much for the sounders that you have submitted to the show. I obviously made Stuart feel a little bit bad a few weeks ago, when I suggested that you'd submitted a sounder which he had not played, and it turns out that I was lying, but I didn't tell him that on the show because obviously it was good banter. But he then, I don't know if you're up to date with the shows, he then decided to do an all Warren special episode almost, and played lots of your stuff that you've sent to us. So
Get out of here. I'm only like, I didn't think I was that far behind. How long ago was that?
Oh,
the last one or the one before, maybe?
Yeah.
All right, good. I feel a little better. I'm about 2, maybe 3 weeks behind.
Yeah,
so
No worries. Music, sticking with the music thing, let's do a little bit of pimping for you. Talk to us about your band. Talk to us about your album.
Oh boy. So unfortunately, this was not our year, but we had released the album at late 2019. We had booked a good amount of shows, especially in our tri-state area. It's a pretty good place to play, between being so close to New York and Philly, and a lot of that tri-state area, a lot of the shore towns. Had 9 months booked worth of shows.
Oh my God.
They are all gone.
Yeah.
So basically getting ourselves together, a lot of practices over Zoom, Skype, things like that, just to get a feel. But basically, if we have an idea, we throw something out and we try to get it together. None of us are pros. I'd say my frontman has definitely the most studio friendly when it comes to that. So some of the stuff you heard on the album is from, we call it Head Trauma Studios because he has a low ceiling. And so, but like I have like a real basic setup here as needed, like to send something out. And then when the time comes, we'll definitely, hopefully be putting out, I'd like to say, I think we have 2 albums worth of material ready to go. We just have to polish them, and we didn't want to put them out so fast. We were going to try and do the single thing, drop a single every month, keep it fresh. And we just haven't had a chance to sit in a room together and actually agree on what the next track's going to sound like, which is something we kind of agreed that as long as we all are on page in person, we're good, then we'll start moving forward. And that was 12 weeks ago. So
The album though itself, phenomenal. Absolutely. I say this as a friend and as someone who's actually genuinely listened to it and just really loved it. It's not only have I listened to the album itself individually, but I've thrown all of the songs into my my random playlist, which is just everything I like. And just every now and again, one of the songs will pop up, and I'm like, just really pleased to hear it. Tremendous little effort. Love it.
Well, yeah, I appreciate it. I definitely sent you guys a little teaser early, or at least as soon as I could, just because I like feedback. It's not like because I may know you guys or not. It's more like I know you're my audience, so whatever is happening, I need to hear why or why not. Yeah. It doesn't fit a vibe or something. So, and overall, pretty positive. We've had some stuff here and there mixing and things like that, but a lot. That's more of a preference. I don't think it was that it was done poorly, but overall, we're starting to pick up a little bit. At least with everybody's listening to Spotify, I'll tell you that. Because they can't do much else. So
Absolutely.
Listens are doing,
Did you get stats on? on that side of life, on like how many listens and things like that?
Yeah, we do. We actually had, right when this whole pandemic started, at least in the States, and it was only like a week behind Europe, but we had a YouTube video, a guy that does he does his own original artwork when he listens to a track from the album.
Oh, wow.
And then he does a lyrics video for it. His name's Common Sense, just a really nice guy, and just he liked our work, we liked his work, and that got like, I think it's over like maybe like 25,000 plays.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that kind of got us a bump. He put us on a lot of, apparently it's all about getting on the Spotify playlists.
Yeah.
Just finding a way out there. So we crossed I think we're at the 11,000 play mark for Find a Way on Spotify, which is the most popular song I've ever released as a musician. So we're just hoping that can hold out until we can start booking shows again.
Is that
Nice.
Is that your favorite one on the album?
Definitely not, but I never like the singles. I always like the ones that are more jammy and vibey, where that one's just more of that's just a happy-go-lucky, that's a single. Like that we knew what we were doing when we wrote that song.
So people can find you. What are you called?
Spooky Forest.
And the album is Dragons Used to Live Here.
Correct.
Bloody fantastic. Where did the name Spooky Forest come from? I think we may have had this conversation before, but remind me.
My singer's son, he heard us jamming one day and literally said, "You guys sound like a spooky forest." So we recorded that, and that's a sample in one of the tracks in it. And we usually do it, sneak it in. But we always debated over search engine optimization and things like that, because Spooky Forest isn't really original, I guess you would say, because you could get, General Halloween Spooky Forest to it. But I don't know. It feels original enough that it's held on, and a lot of people that have heard it say they like it. So we're going to stick with it because the album's out. So we're Spooky Forest. That's it. SF.
SF. This is obviously a food podcast, so let's chat a little bit about food. What's your big thing in the food world? What do you love most?
So if it can be put on a grill, I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd say at the house, the wife makes a mean set of tacos. So when we like to do our Taco Tuesday, she can whip up a pretty hefty batch of basically anything. She could surprise me with whatever meat it is, whatever accoutrement on a taco, and it is quite good. Other than that, I fancy a dry rub on a steak.
Nice. Speaking of your wife, she seems a very cool lady who seems to. Do you guys seem to share quite a lot of hobbies and things like that?
Oh yeah, we had to get.
Or was it just the gaming?
We had to get multiple systems so she could play games while I played them. And
nice.
She's a little vocalist. She doesn't like to admit it, but the girl can sing. She's in the wedding band that I'm part of, so she's got her own stuff. So it's pretty hard to find stuff we're both not into, except for podcasting.
That's a lovely subtle way of saying she's never listened to FRUK Unwrapped.
She'll never listen to anything I even did when I released stuff, so it's just not her thing.
Warren, thank you very much for spending a few moments with us. You have an incredible. I've obviously heard you call in and heard you on the binge shows and whatnot, but speaking to you live, you've got an incredibly smooth voice and it's doing some things. Yeah. Thank you very much for spending time with us. And unlike Stuart, I've got a full erection.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you very much for listening to the show and supporting us where you have. And please just keep the sounders coming. I'm not giving you homework by any means, but if you've got any talented juices that you wish to flow, please let them flow our way.
Please do, man, because I cannot be bothered anymore.
Let it.
He's checked
you guys kill it. I love it. I'll send it your way.
Thank you very much, guy. And look after yourself and stay safe.
Absolutely. Same to you guys, man. Enjoy the rest of the pod.
And I'll talk to you at the weekend.
Later.
Cheers, Phil.
Whoa! Yorkshire. Fantastic.
Can you hear me okay?
Very much so.
It's my first time using Skype. I don't have a clue what I'm doing.
No, you're doing well.
How's it going, guys?
To get on with stuff. Yeah, good. How are you, Simmy?
To be honest, I'm fucking knackered.
Fair play.
What have you been doing?
Kids. Don't have kids, mate.
Oh, okay.
All right, Stuart, it's time to get rid of Theo. How old are your kids? Are they little or are they?
2 girls, 9 and 6.
Oh wow!
Oh,
My 6-year-old decided to spew a ring up at about 2 o'clock this morning.
Nice.
oh,
And then my alarm
lovely.
went off at 4:30 for work, so I've been feeling brilliant all day, as you can guess.
And you had this to look forward to.
Yeah.
This was your reward.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking, Simmy?
I am drinking a vocation, life and death.
Life and Death. How is it?
Whoa.
How is it?
Oh,
My local Tesco doesn't have a great range, so it's all I could get, really.
It's an all right beer. It's a bit hit and miss. If you get it dead fresh, it's dead nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
I've seen some. I think they've changed it a few times over the years, haven't they, as well?
Yeah. The changed recipe, but for what is it about? Is it about 6.4%? Is it that one?
6.5. Yeah, that's
6.5. For if you get 9, you can get 8 cans of it for £9, 6.5%. It's all right. It's all right. It's decent.
Not bad.
No.
Here's a question: How much do the point percentage matter? Like, does a 6.4 and a 6.5 matter that much?
Oh.
A genuine question. I'm
To me,
not
that
taking a
difference
piss.
would be minimal to me. The difference
Do you
between a 0.4 and a 0.5, I would notice that difference.
I don't know about you, Simmy, but like I remember a particular night out in a pub round here in Manchester, and they had a beer on called John Willie Lee's Moonraker, which was like a 6% beer. And I remember thinking to myself, I'll save that for the last one of the night because it's 6% and it's strong. And now I'll just chuck a 7% down at lunchtime. Like, it's weird, isn't it? Like the idea when you
get into these sort of beers, I find you go up. You need the stronger one for the flavour, I find.
Yeah, it's chasing that high again, isn't it? It's like always, you're always trying to get back to where you once were.
and I'm on like the 5% hard seltzers,
Are you
and
still-
I'm like, oh, that's
Fruity
quite
water.
strong.
You're still on the same can that you opened an hour ago as well.
Am I, mate?
Oh, here he is.
Dicked yourself
flavours
up
are
there,
those?
ain't you? I've done the lemon, and we're on the lime now. Unfortunately, I don't have a refrigerated Ches.
Ches. We're going back to back with music, lads, because we've just had Warren from New Jersey on who does some of the sounders from us, and now we've got the one and only DJ Simmy. I've watched a couple of your live feeds, mate, during lockdown, and it's good stuff, man.
It's nice to know someone's watching them.
Do you get a few people watching? It's good stuff.
At the start of lockdown, I was getting like 50, 60 people, and now I'm lucky to hit 20 now.
What sort of stuff do you do? I'll confess. I'll hands up. I've not watched. What do you do?
It's all just like electronic dance music, really. Rave music, you could call it. All that bang bang stuff.
Bum bum, let me hear say way or.
Not quite that
bad. Who's your favourite EDM? I can say EDM.
EDM.
Yeah, I can say
EDM, electronic dance music. Jesus Christ, Nate.
Like Grandad, American Grandad.
Who's your favourite artist then, Simmy?
My favourite artist, my favourite DJ, I'd have to say Carl Cox.
I used to have a picture. I saw Carl Cox at Sankey Soap in Manchester years and years and years ago, and I used to have a picture of me and my mate with Carl Cox. I don't know what happened to it. That's not the best anecdote I've told tonight.
Are you just like just any celebrity that the fans and viewers are mentioning? You've just played tennis with them or taken a photo
Correct.
with them?
Yeah, very much so. Is that your Will? Are you a hard house boy then? Like mainly.
Yeah. He's like used to play a lot of hardcore stuff back in the early 90s. Yeah.
EDM.
EDM. Granddad, God. It's electronic dance and rave musics. That's
brilliant.
EDRV.
This Friday night's one was UK Garage.
Nice. Oh, we should have got Gossy on.
I was actually listening to the R&B Smooth earlier. The 90s R&B Smooth.
I'd keep that to yourself if I were you, Mooge.
Simmy, FRUK, how long have you been a fan?
I think I've just been looking back through the channel today trying to find the very first video I saw, and I couldn't find which one it was. But it's about 3 or 4 years I've been watching the YouTube show.
Nice.
Do you remember sort of roughly how
there's
you
a little
got
table
involved?
behind how I found the channel, if you'd like to know that.
Oh,
Very much
100%.
so.
Oh, absolutely.
Have you ever watched an American tuber called The Wolf Pit? There's a series called What Are We Eating, where he reviews just basically the cheapest junk food shite he can find.
Ooh.
And I watched that for a while, and I thought there's got to be someone in Britain doing this same thing. So I literally typed in the search bar "food review UK," and obviously the first thing that popped up.
That is it. That's how it was. That's how I created it.
That's how it came to be.
It's the perfect name.
Yeah, that's the very first thing I typed in.
Unless you're reviewing stuff from outside of the UK, and then in which case it becomes very much a problematic name.
Well,
if you're outside the country, reviewed it like on a plane, Nate.
Hey, I had no creative control over the name of the channel. I would change it to something much more cool.
EDM review.
Food review, food reviews UK and some other places.
Yeah, good.
UK style.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Tying it back into food, Simi, what's your food pleasure? Where do you? I'm running out of ways to ask. So, yeah, let's just keep it simple. What's your favourite food?
A nice pizza or a nice ruby.
Oh yeah,
my favourites, my go-tos.
What's your ruby?
Madras. Chicken tikka Madras.
Oh,
Simi looks like a Madras man. Like, he looks like a man who can take down a Madras.
That's second Madras of the night.
Second chicken Madras of the night. Yeah.
At the hat.
Simeon Shelbers, yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
And what about pizza? What's your favourite pizza?
I'm a bit fussy. I get half and half. Half bolognese jalapeno and half explosive with olive summer. My local shop's at the end of the road.
Oh.
It's chips on Domino's, chips on everywhere.
Wow.
It's the only place in my little town that uses fresh dough, and you can tell literally a mile off.
Nice.
Everywhere else uses them perfectly round ones that all look the same, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Frozen shite.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good stuff. Simi, I don't know if you listen to the podcast at all, but
I haven't listened to it. Well, the last one I listened to when you had the legend, the man, the myth, Bongers was on.
Oh god, I think this night's going to be topping that for craziness. Bongers, absolute shout out to Bongers. What a legend. So he is a funny lad. Right, thank you very much, Simi. Thank you very much for your support on the channel. Thank you very much for joining in the group. Very much a name.
Yeah, it's good in it. Good in it. The Facebook group.
Yeah.
Look after yourself, and we will speak again sometime soon. I'm sure in the group, if nothing else. Look after yourself, and hope you can get some nice sleep tonight and recover from the last 24 hours.
See you later, boys.
See you later, man.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello, guys. How we doing?
How is it? What an incredible bit of facial hair. Hello, Harry.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Very good. How are you?
How are you?
Yeah, it's not too bad, thanks. I'm glad you like the facial hair. It's my lockdown. Gotham's in. Hello, Gotham.
Hey, guys.
Double whammy.
You are tonight. Hello, Gotham. Hello, Harry. You are tonight's one and only duo.
Tag team.
Everyone else, everyone else has been willing to come on their own, but both of you, I don't know if you discussed it individually or not, but I reached out to both of you and said, "Oh, you guys, you're going to come on." And both of you turned around and went, "Oh, can I come on with the other guy?" And it's just like,
yeah. So we started our FRUK or FRUK journey together, and we were like, right, let's get on the podcast together. So here we are. Together, so exactly.
Incredible. Well, yeah. I mean, if we done one of you first, then obviously that person would have bragging rights that they got on there before the other one. Yeah, no,
exactly. So, have you guys had quite a few people on before us?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I think you're something like that. I mean, I'm losing track. You are, I think you're basically 8 and 9.
Oh, bloody hell! You got more after us.
Oh yeah.
Very much so, yeah.
We're just about halfway through. Which is good.
Ooh, gotta be a late one.
Yeah.
You've got work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
be all right.
Working from home. With the mouse as much as possible.
So you guys started FRUK together. What happened? How did you both come across Michael, so to speak, at the same time?
Or shall I?
Yeah, you could tell it.
So basically a bit of context on us. So me, myself and Gotham, we both used to live in Birmingham. We essentially went to. So Gotham's a friend of a friend. I went to University of Birmingham. One of his close mates from home went to Birmingham. Gotham went to Nottingham, but he used to come down to Birmingham a lot, and I met through that pretty much. And then we were essentially we were basically very, very, very hungover one day, and I'd stayed at Gotham's flat, and we really wanted the buffalo chicken wrap from McDonald's, and we were like, right, we need to find out if it's good or not. So basically did a load of Googling and came across FRUK, and here we are. And that was where our journey started.
Yeah, because I think MJ reviewed it.
Yeah.
And we were,
So I just missed which product you said. Which chicken wrap was it?
Buffalo chicken, the buffalo.
Oh,
the hot one.
Yeah,
the hot one.
Yeah.
We did them. It was good.
It is a good product.
Yeah, it is good.
And you've stuck around since. You've obviously become
loyal fans since then.
Yeah, that's been it feels like it's been that's been 2 years. When did you 2 years?
It's been like a year and a bit, I think.
Yeah. So we've been around since pretty much, and just been following you. Yeah, we ended up digging into a load of your the vlogs that you did, MJ, when you were going around different cities and stuff, and
nice.
Yeah, we really dug deep.
Nice one.
I love you two in the group and stuff like that, because one of you invariably something will happen and you'll tag the other one. You are. Please take this in as a compliment. You are probably the puppies of the group somewhat. I just see. You're probably the most excitable of the lot, and that says a lot because there's some excitable characters in there. But the pair of you just stuff comes up, and it was it'll just be go through and Harry, and it was I love that.
Thanks for welcoming us in, and thanks for letting us be part of it. It's very kind of you. We just it's just we enjoy all the content, and it's we just enjoy everything that's going on in that group, and everyone seems so nice in there, and it's good little community going on.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
really obviously your good friend Gotham reached out to us a couple of months ago and arranged a little birthday surprise for you.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's so kind of you all. Where's Gossy? Is Gossy not here?
Fuck Gossy, he doesn't come on the
podcast. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, it was I thank you so much for doing all of that. Yeah, it's very nice of you. Yeah, it was really kind. It was such a surprise. So a friend of mine put together a big birthday, because obviously lockdown, haven't been able to see any of my friends and stuff, and a friend of mine put together a massive kind of compilation video, and then you guys came up were at the front. And it was a nice surprise. Yeah, it was really nice. Thanks, guys.
Oh, that's wicked.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Cool. Yeah, it's really nice.
Good stuff.
Good friends.
Yeah, definitely. Friends. Yeah, really good friends. Yeah, there was about 10 minutes worth of videos, which was I was a bit surprised really. I didn't realise I had so many friends, if I'm honest.
I'd get about 60 seconds probably.
Yeah.
That's people just opening up their camera the wrong way, and I'm sure.
Yeah. Half it was blank screen, people staring at the floor, not really knowing what's going on. But yeah, so maybe so we have a question for you guys that we've been wondering, and we haven't really been able to work out. And I mean, you might have explained it, because obviously there's so much content out there, and you might have explained it in there, but not really seen it all. But how do you guys all know each other? Where's the link? What's the key connection between all of you? Because you all live apart, don't you?
Yeah,
we all live in one massive house.
Yeah. Food coming to your door.
Technically speaking, the key connection is actually HeroClix.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Right, okay.
It's because we're all massive nerds.
So I know Stuart from, we used to play a... why are you laughing, mate?
Because it's sad. It's sad.
I watch unboxing... Once we're done tonight, I'm going to watch episode 2 of the unboxing video from Scott Porter.
There was HeroClix.
Yeah, so Stuart and I used to play this game called HeroClix, which is a collectible superheroes miniatures game, tabletop, dice and all that. We played it independently of each other, and we both happened to join a forum, HC Realms.
And we were both
and
the absolute lads on the forum. Oh,
Yeah,
we were legit top 10 worldwide.
Oh,
like
100%.
banter lads. Yeah.
Yeah. British contingency, primarily Americans.
Correct.
And I know Gossy through
HeroClix.
So I used to work at a comic shop, the comic shop that got me into HeroClix. I used to work there and like play HeroClix there, and that's how I know Gossy, because he came in there and his dad is a big comic book fan. So his dad used to come in and like buy comics, so I used to see his dad and I used to see his little brother as well. And Gossy, years later, Gossy, we all grew up. Gossy, well, I suppose Stuart, you already. Gossy went off to work, and Gossy worked with Nate, and Nate and I struck it up through Facebook, through Gossy's Facebook statuses. Nate and I would just be having like bants, and I'd be like, "Oh man, that Nate guy, he's hilarious." Like I'd be like, "He's as funny as me."
Nate, your salty comments are quality. They're comedy gold.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You and I just struck up a friendship through that, didn't we?
Yeah, and then he sent me a friend request, and then I've not been able to shake him off since. And yeah, it's just one day I'll find a way of getting rid of him. But, it's just weird. It's the power of the internet. Very much like you guys on here tonight. It's the internet that has brought us this moment to to the full.
Yeah, cool. Nice,
quick question. Favorite food from the pair of you? What's your favorite thing to eat or drink? If you're more mad for a drink,
you go first. Go Tim.
I'll probably say chicken wings.
Yes.
Blue cheese dip.
Oh, I love chicken wings.
Yeah. So there was this place in Birmingham that we used to go to called, we're not going to give it a plug, but called Bonehead in Birmingham that we used to go to that did extremely good
really good wings, yeah.
And we used to basically, because I was at uni while Gotham was working. Gotham's a couple of years older than me, and I was at uni while Gotham was working. And because we devoted every Thursday, and we just try out as many restaurants as we could in Birmingham. And Bonehead ended up becoming the one that we used to go back to all the time because the chicken wings were so good.
Nice.
Yeah, and then my favourite food. Oh, good question. I don't know. I really like Chinese food, but I like really spicy, like Kung Pao chicken. You know, have you had it where it's got loads of dry chilies in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That really, when it kind of like completely numbs the mouth. I love that sort of flavour. Yeah, I love that sort of stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I hope you've had fun with us. I know. Sorry, it's such a whistle stop tour.
Yeah,
okay. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah,
no problem.
Can we ask one more question that we?
No, we've no time.
No time
sorry.
No,
go.
If you're only halfway through,
no, go on, man.
I'm kidding. We've only got 3 or 4 people.
So me and Gotham both basically made like our really strong friendship through music, and we were wondering what sort of music you guys are all into.
Wow.
EDM, you'd ask me.
Dance.
He really isn't.
I have a very eclectic taste in music. I literally like anything. My favourite bands are Fall Out Boy, Linkin Park, and I like pop and Fall Out Boy, Linkin Park, Eminem,
nice.
Literally love everything.
Everything, nice. What about you, She?
Much like Michael, bit of everything. My favourite genre of music would have to be the rock genre, particularly moving towards the heavier end of the rock genre. My favourite band of all time are a punk rock band called Rocket from the Crypt, and I love them.
Very nice. So do you go to gigs and stuff, you guys, or is it?
I don't go to watch as many bands as I'd like to because I'm an old man with a child. Before lockdown, I used to play gigs like every couple of months, but obviously that's dying now because the music industry is going to die as a result of COVID.
Yeah. We've sadly noticed. So what about you, Nate?
If I had to be truthful and honest, I do like most things, but tend to gravitate more towards
Christina Aguilera.
sort of probably all that.
Towards who?
No, I tend to sort of gravitate towards sort of like acoustic folk, easy listening, sort of like your Tom Odells and Damien Rice type things. That tends to be what I did. In terms of going to gigs, I've probably been to 10 concerts in my life. Like, it's not something that hugely. I like music, but I'm not like mad passionate over it.
Yeah, fair enough.
What about you lads? You lads' favourite music?
Do you want to go for it, Gotham?
We're into kind of like dance music mainly. I'd say we both
EDM, of course.
Yeah, but so we both like DJ. We both used to play out in Birmingham quite a lot. Like we both we used to be both mix records.
Right.
Both collect quite a lot of records. Well, we've both been collecting records for quite a while. But yeah, just like house music, techno, that sort of stuff. So
Sweet.
we've just and it just managed to basically form going out together lots, and we met out on a night out once, and then the rest is history, eh?
Vibes.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Love it,
boys.
All right,
it's been an absolute pleasure having you on. You
Thanks very
are,
much,
like I say, excitable puppies that I love. So keep bringing that energy and that spirit to the group. And thanks for all your support over the years.
Thanks for having us, guys. Cheers.
Take it easy, guys. Cheers.
Bye. Speaking of alphas, here he is, a theme park lad.
I won't go as far as alpha. No way.
Jackie Boy Wordsworth, how's it going?
All right, I'm all right, thanks. Yeah, you?
Not too bad, not too bad. You are huge theme park person. MJ is also a huge theme park person. Please talk about your favourite roller coasters, as if me and Stuart were not here.
Right, so Untamed at Wallaby Holland.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, is that bad?
No, I want to go on it.
Okay, yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Shambhala at Portaventura. Now, disclaimer, I have not been to America, so you've probably trumped me in various areas here.
Okay. Oh, is that it?
Yeah, I mean, I think Icon's overrated at Blackpool. I like Nemesis, but I mean, the UK is so shit for parks, man. Roller coasters.
Yeah, totally. Wallaby Holland is actually a park that we've been talking about very recently because we're supposed to be going to Florida in October. It's currently looking extraordinarily unlikely, but what is likely is that we'll probably replace it with a Euro trip, and Wallaby Holland is very much in the conversation. So hopefully I can tick off Untamed.
Do Efteling as well.
Yeah, that's also part. So it'd be...
Did you not do Efteling last year?
I did go to Efteling last year for the first time. Yeah,
it's magical.
Literally, yeah, it is literally magical.
Unbelievable. I've never seen it. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, sort of buttons for fire escapes are themed. Everything is themed.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I could literally only describe it as magical.
Yeah.
Shambhala, again, Portaventura is a park that I desperately want to tick off the list. Probably, maybe next year.
Yeah.
I need to. I mean, Dragon Khan as well. Like, there's loads of stuff there that I want to do. But my favourite coaster is actually Hulk, Incredible Hulk.
See, I've not been to America. I feel like I'm missing out. Like,
oh man, Florida is just.
Don't talk about Florida,
sorry.
mate.
Stuart and I are basically. I mean, yours definitely been cancelled?
Yeah, mine's cancelled, refunded, and everything. Yeah,
done. Yeah, I mean, mine's one in the grave. So,
I went on a roller coaster in America this year.
Fuck off, Nate.
Oh, look at this prick.
The only coaster I've been on this year are Grand National, so I had a spine realignment, Icon, and Big Dipper. So, I mean, I've not.
Yeah, the last time I went on Grand National was October. It has got worse and worse and worse, and I'd say it is dangerously unbearable now.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I genuinely fear that I am going to seriously hurt myself on it.
Oh yeah, the back seat is like no other ride I've ever been on.
Yeah, I won't go on it anymore.
Yeah,
after last year, Claire's tit fell out of her bra.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's a toss of a coin whether you're going to catch hepatitis or AIDS just by visiting Blackpool anyway. So,
well, yeah, I mean, I braved a breakfast in the Velvet Coaster beforehand, and that's as far as I'll only go to chain pubs in Blackpool because I know they're going to be sort of clean. It's fine.
Yeah, I filmed a vlog. I filmed a little bit of footage in the Velvet Coaster actually. Had at breakfast was nice actually. It was Weatherspoons, so obviously can't go anymore. Second shout out to Weatherspoons as well. But next time you are in Blackpool, do check out Michael Wan's Mandarin Chinese restaurant. That is a really good Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, I'll note that down now. Actually, I need other places to eat in Blackpool other than the Velvet Coaster and McDonald's.
I'll hit you up afterwards. I'll try and remember exactly where I've been. But yeah, definitely Michael Wan's we go to every time we go because it's delicious.
Yeah, I'll definitely note that down.
Just moving the conversation on slightly, you obviously did a little bit of a hybrid YouTube sesh, I believe. I don't know how long that went for, but were you doing food reviews at theme parks for a little bit?
Yeah, and then I just got slightly depressed because I'd been to theme parks abroad and their food offerings are just like so much better than ours. Like, I just,
oh God!
Other than the roller coaster restaurant, which the food is crap, but I mean. The atmosphere is cool. That's literally the only thing we've got. I'd count the Smokehouse at Chessington, the only other place that's vaguely different to anywhere else you can get outside parks.
Yeah.
I suppose Nitrogenie at Alton Towers.
Yeah.
But it's like...
It's fine. It's a gimmick.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. Whereas abroad, my goodness.
I mean, Belgium, just boom, Belgium chips, boom, straight away.
Yeah.
Literally the food is so much more memorable, exactly as you just said. Like, just off the top of my head, Efteling, we had the potatoes, the chips on a stick. Plopsaland, we had the Belgian fries. And I'm thinking UK, like KFC.
10 donuts for £5. Yeah. Fine, yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
It's funny because it's true. How did you get into FRUK? How did we hit your radar?
I think it was recommended on YouTube. I'd been searching. I used to get the train a lot. Obviously now I don't because nobody can ride trains. But yeah, it was recommended on the train, and it was the first video I watched. I think was I think you were really hammering chocolate brownie flavored things, and I was like, this guy, he knows this guy. I am on this. So I just I went on there. I like the was it the Joyful Pot reviews like a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh, I just can't. Okay, I'm on the same. I'm on the same wavelength as you on that, and I just thought this guy knows. I'm gonna start watching his videos.
I love that brought you in. That justifies my hatred for brownie flavour.
Oh, it's disgusting, to be honest. Somebody needs to lobby this. We need a lobby to stop this from happening.
Yeah.
It's worth noting that you might want to start seeing a therapist if Michael Jameson's starting to make sense and you agree with his viewpoints. Well, next you'll be dipping chicken nuggets in ice cream and then all hell breaks loose.
I have tried that. That will be doing it again. So. Yeah.
What's your favourite food, Jack?
You see, I struggle with this. I'm gonna have to go, and it's only because I used to work there. I used to work at KFC.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go fried chicken.
Love that,
but only because it's sort of the scenario where you're working at KFC. You've gone for 6 hours. You fancy a break. You sort of like glance over at the chef. I say chef loosely, cook at the back. You glance over him. You sort of nod as I say, "I'm going on my break in 30 minutes. Make sure that chicken's some good shit." And he sort of cooks it exactly perfectly how it should be. And I'll tell you, it's the best fried chicken you can get.
Oh, wow.
When KFC's done properly and taken the time on, I just can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
I just can't get enough. Love it.
Do love a bit of fried chicken.
Yeah.
Jack, thank you very much for spending a few moments with us. Sorry that we're running a little bit late. We're a little bit behind schedule.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
Thank you very much for, just being an awesome, I was going to say awful, which was almost completely the opposite of what I was trying to say, which was awesome guy. Thank you for all your support and everything on the channel. And I hope you get to a theme park soon to enjoy it at some point, same as Michael.
No worries, and thanks for the content. Cheers.
No worries.
See you
Cheers,
later.
buddy. Look after yourself. Take care.
Hello.
Hello there. How
The
are you?
Soapster.
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, stressed, running behind, having to apologise to some people while talking to other people is quite the enjoyable task that I'm having this evening.
I don't think it's
But I
stressful
apologise.
at all, mate. I'm enjoying it.
No, I'm sure you're enjoying every moment of this. Anyway, you don't need to know about problems. They're my problems. How are you? You're good?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm great.
Excellent. Good stuff. Food Review UK. How long have you been a fan of the channel? Been around for a while, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's actually really funny. So the reason I found the channel, God knows what I was watching when I was younger, but the reason I found the channel was through the video of you eating shower gel.
That is a good entry point.
Was that the 100 subscribers?
Yes, I think it was. Yeah, 100.
It was ages and ages ago, and like I didn't think it was like a serious thing because obviously like you're just there eating shower gel, and then I clicked on it and I found like all of these other reviews, and I'm the kind of person that likes to just sit in bed like wishing I was out eating all the nice food. So yeah,
Like shower gel.
yeah, like shower gel.
Yeah, out eating all the original sauce.
Isn't it weird to think that shower gel isn't even the worst thing you've probably eaten on the channel? Bath bomb. If nothing else, bath bombs didn't you have with the guys on Theme Park Live once?
Bath bombs?
Was it bath bombs or something like that?
Yeah, sorry. Oh God, like, isn't it ridiculous that I would like think in my head, "You fucking idiot! Why would I eat bath bombs?" Oh, it's absolutely something I tried to get my friends to do. Yeah, there was like a Swizzles Matlow bath salts and bath bombs pack, and I was like, let's try them. I'm gonna have to watch some of this old stuff.
Yeah. How are you finding lockdown mania? You coping okay with it? Is it massively intrusive to you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a musician and I go to like university in London, so it's a pain like not being able to go. But at the same time, it's given me like more time to do nothing, which is my favourite thing to do. So I'm having a great time. Obviously, I want everything to go back to normal. I miss going out for dinner, like so bad. That's like all I want. I don't even want my old life back. I just want restaurants back. It's so sad.
Where would you go? If let's say coronavirus completely disappeared tomorrow and everything went back to normal, where's the first place that you're making an appointment to go?
I think not even for the food, more for the cocktails. Las Iguanas. Their cocktails are amazing.
Really?
Yeah. I just thought it was like a really overrated thing because they have like a cocktail club, but they have like, it's like a 6-page cocktail menu. It's insane. It's so big.
What's your go-to cocktail then?
They have one. I actually can't remember the name of it. It's got like a Spanish. It's in Spanish, but it's Malibu, grenadine. It's like a raspberry and Malibu thing, but I hate it with that. It was my favourite, so I swapped the Malibu for vodka, and that honestly made the biggest difference. It tastes like raspberry sorbet. It's amazing. Like you can just drink them, you don't even realise.
Two very contrasting opinions there. MJ never heard anything nicer. Stuart couldn't wait to leave the room. Come back to the musician. So, do you play your own stuff? Do you write your own stuff, or is that do you sort of do covers? What's your?
Yeah, so it was like a last minute decision. I was doing like history and boring shit like that at uni, and then I dropped out, and then I decided to do music. I write, but I can't like play instruments, so it's more singing and writing. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm trying to teach myself piano, but it's not going very well.
Oh, wow, nice.
I don't really have the attention span for it, but I'm trying my best.
I'd love to be able to play. Is that the instrument you'd want to play if you could just wake up tomorrow and be able to play an instrument?
I think so, because I feel like when you're singing and that, like if you have a guitar, I feel like a guitar is really distracting when you have to like when they move all their fingers around for all the chords. I find that really hard. Like that's just distracting to me. Whereas a piano, you can just like
There's only one answer to what's the best instrument to learn, and it's the automaton. That's the only acceptable answer.
How does that work? Oh my god.
Exactly like that.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's great.
One of the great regrets of my life is that when I was like 4, 5, I was getting piano lessons. I sort of wish I continued them, because to think now that I could be an accomplished pianist.
Oh yeah, and then you see all those videos of like 6-year-olds who can play like Beethoven.
Yeah.
And that could have been you.
And now I'm just an accomplished penis.
Oh, hilarious. Hilarious, Michael.
Lovely, Michael. Just coming back to Stuart's automaton. Is that what it's called?
Automaton.
Automaton. Do you think you'd like to incorporate that into one of your live gigs or anything? Do you think that would enhance the
I come and play
music-goers' experience?
I come and play it for you while you sing.
Like, I feel like it'd add to the vibe, but at the same time, like, if it was around dogs, the dogs would go crazy.
Yeah. Couldn't do it near the kennels are out.
Oh my god, like, my house, they hate it.
What sort of stuff do you sing?
When I'm at uni, whatever they make me sing, when I have the choice, kind of like alternative rock, like new rock. Yeah, that's what I'm into. I like listening to like all different kinds of things. I really like rap, but I would never attempt that because that would be embarrassing. So I try and avoid that as much as possible. But yeah, like rock, indie, stuff like that.
Who are your top five artists on the spot now?
The band Nothing But Thieves are like my favourite ever. And then Dave, the rapper. I love Aerosmith.
Halfway there. Yeah, no takers on that one.
No.
So much.
Yeah, I don't know. I listen to like so many people, it's hard to choose.
Correct.
The second half of the show has become very musical with Warren, Simi, Harry and Gotham were asking about music. Now you're a singer. I by pure coincidence, this all happened.
Yeah. It's the best bit, if anything.
Well, you would say that.
It's more sack the food and let's just do a music podcast.
FRUK Unplugged. Maybe.
Oh, here he is. There he is.
There it is. Amplificator. Yeah, no go of Unplugged.
Toby, I don't know if do you listen to the podcast at all?
Most of the time I have it on like in the background, so I'm listening to it while doing other things.
Good stuff. No worries. It's all going in. That's the key thing. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm sorry it is late. I'm sorry that we are rattling through this. It's you can blame all the other people that came before you and them just wittering on. So some of them just wouldn't stop. Oh, especially Stuart. You know the one.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, but thank you very much. It's been a pleasure getting to speak to you directly. Thank you very, very much for your support, and good luck, and hope you get out there and get to Las Iguanas sooner than we all probably expect it will be.
I hope so.
All right, take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Take it easy.
Absolute podcast cheerleader. It's Ashley Gaffney Gaffers.
Fine. Get your gaffer up. No.
Correct. It is about time. Fuck me. But as I was saying, it's someone else's fault. Blame the other 15 people before you. How are you, Ashley?
I'm very well, thank you. Yourself?
Not too bad. That is a well-maintained and trimmed facial hair appendage.
Yeah, look at this. Have you seen this? Look at this.
That's ruler territory, all of that.
Very strong.
You are notorious. Not so much lately, actually. You've taken your foot off the pedal somewhat, but you are the person that chases me up almost every show, or certainly for a period, and you're like, who's the next person on the podcast?
That's because you've been banging on it recently.
I have been pretty good. Yeah. The next person on the podcast is you. Sorry?
To do.
Absolutely, nothing to do. So I take it you're a fan of the podcast?
Love it. My favourite.
Better than the main channel?
Yeah.
No, it's all. I don't know why you're trying to make this like this us and them thing, mate. It's all FRUK. There's no losers here.
So either way, it's a positive for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. He gets the same amount of money either way. Who is your favourite podcast guest to date?
Ooh. It's got to be Gossy, isn't it?
Gossy. Oh, no, it doesn't have to be. If it had to be anyone else.
Gossy eligible.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. To be honest, he's not going to listen to this, so you don't have to say that to be nice. So just pick someone else. No, Gossy's obviously good entertainment, and
long
long
entertainment.
Yeah, it's
where is it anyway? It's been about for a while.
Oh, really?
Probably walked past MJ's house.
Probably. It is absolutely like just a little bit behind the scenes. I know they've talked about it before. The distance between their houses is mind-bogglingly close. It's bizarre how easy. Like, we went to Gossy's once and MJ just forgot something and had to go home and was back within 10 minutes. And it was just bizarre how close they live.
Yeah, it's about a 4-minute walk. 4.5.
Not bad. Not bad.
The number of times
where are you?
The number of times we've been recording the podcast and someone's walked past MJ's window and he's looked out the window and it's been Gossy's girlfriend. Like, it happens almost every recording.
Yeah.
We seem surprised every time as well.
It's good that MJ's not easily distracted by people just walking in the street either.
Do you know what? Well, obviously, because I've been working I spend a lot of time on my computer anyway. And I've got a window right here. Spend a lot of time on my computer anyway. So obviously, working from home all the time now is massively increased it. I saw someone walk past today, and I have never seen them before. I was like looking out for him. I was like, Christ, who are you?
Wait,
where are you, Gav? Top floor? No,
is that bottom floor of your house?
I'm in the middle. We've got 3 floors.
Oh, here he is. Ah.
So if you're sitting on pavement, how are you seeing it from the middle floor when you're sitting like that? Assuming you sit like that.
So I sit like this. So I'll show you. Hang on. My view. I'll flip the webcam.
Hang on. Let me see.
To see though. Hang on.
I'll ask Hannah to see if she can walk past your house just to give you authenticity, so that you can play it out properly.
It's a bit creepy, that.
Yeah.
So you just hear people.
Yes, it is creepy.
Talking about you, not the image. Where are you, Gaffers? Where are you calling us from?
Ashford, Kent.
Ashford.
That's proper down south, isn't it, Kent?
Yeah. Like walking distance from the Channel Tunnel down south.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
But not quite in Folkestone, thank God.
Oh, bit of Kent Vance.
My car has never been more severely shut on by birds than in Folkestone.
See,
yeah.
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 I remember.
It's the yellow it attracts them.
When you say birds, are you talking ornithology or are you talking about women?
The less said about the no. Stopping that there.
How did FRUK enter your life, Gaffers?
Well, I was looking for a Skittles milkshake review and...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That is I can't remember at all, to be honest with you. Just not remember.
No.
Why should you?
It's not. To be honest, it's not a memorable thing for most people. You asked me if how I got into any YouTube channel. I'm not sure I'd be able to say a single one. Because it's just you just find the content, don't you? And then if it's good, you subscribe.
You know, you got into that.
I remember exactly how I got into Food Review UK. I found this YouTube channel that had stolen some music that I'd composed without asking permission, and that was it.
Every time.
Oh god. Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah.
What's your favourite food?
Probably burgers. Oh, sorry.
I mean, I want to say eggs, but I don't want to offend Stuart.
Oh, he's livid.
Love it. And I love that. I love it's so general as well because like eggs. It's not like not omelette. It's not egg.
I quite like gammon as well. I know people hate gammon, but
gammon's good. Oh,
gammon's amazing.
As long as it's not another Weatherspoons reference, because we had enough of them tonight.
You've just forced a third.
To be fair, I'm near there, chips, and then I've pretty much got that dish covered.
Right.
No, I'm not having an egg. No one's favourite food is just generic egg.
Scrambled, right?
All right, salt.
Salt.
Oh, fucking excellent. Good God. That's got to be one of my favourite comebacks I've literally ever heard. I can't believe it.
Fair play.
It's hard to even rebuke. Rebuke, what is it? Rebuttal.
It's good though.
Salt is good though, isn't it? Like,
oh god, I need it on everything.
Would we put salt into food heaven?
Yes.
Yes.
But I wasn't going to say. So you welcome to use it.
I don't. We're not playing Food Heaven now, so we won't know. It's all hypothetical, Stuart.
Oh.
But anyone listening now might decide to put it in next time around.
Yeah.
Ashley, thank you very much for joining us. Sorry it is later than expected. Thank you for just being an all-round good guy who cheerleads for the podcast, because it is the superior entertainment of FRUK. We all know it.
We all know it. Yeah.
We all know it. Yeah. And if you like egg, then I would recommend the egg and chips slabs crisps that I tried recently, which were eggier than egg. Absolutely, just I would pay good money. Sorry, you like egg, but not that much. Oh, it was weird. I would pay good money to see Stuart eat them. To be fair. Oh no, I would.
No, we'll be talking quite a lot.
Quite a lot of crisps.
Quite a lot of money.
Yeah. Right.
100 quid at least.
What's the buns?
100 quid at least. At least.
Probably. I'm bored. It's lockdown. I might do it.
Patreon exclusive.
Correct. Thank you very much for joining us, and look after yourself and stay safe during lockdown.
Cheers to Ray,
mate.
No worries. Thank you.
Take it easy.
Gaffers.
There's the boy.
It's good for duckers.
He's a boy.
All right.
So, hello, Adam.
Hello.
It's weird calling you Adam because I just call you duckers, to be honest.
That's fine. I went through like all of school with some people not even knowing my first name. So.
What, Flame?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, they thought I was called Flame. Yeah.
So, just a little behind the scenes. I don't know if this is going to make it into the podcast or not. Didn't know that you and MJ knew each other.
Yes. That's how I know what FRUK is. Yeah.
Yeah, I just genuinely thought you were a fan of the channel, but it makes so much.
And I thought I'd mentioned it before, but yeah, because I just nonchalantly said earlier. I can't remember what I said.
Do you know what I think you did ages back on? I think I backed you on Patreon, and when you were doing like mentions, and then it was like, "Oh, cheers, Flame Boy" or whatever, and then you said something off, so you probably didn't twig what you were saying, Nate. I think it was the episode where he was drunk as well.
That probably would have helped.
Stuart, did you know?
No, very much not. No, I was surprised. I just assumed that Adam was a normal person.
No. Unfortunately not. Friend of MJ's.
Yeah. How are you, Adam? You alright?
I'm good. Yeah, good. How are you guys?
Sorry, not bad. Sorry that we're about half an hour later than expected. Luckily for you, though, in the North Continental America, it's still very much the day.
Yeah, I only just finished work, so I'm like ready and raring to go with the evening.
Nice.
It'd be a little bit remiss of me not to mention it and open sore wounds. Disappointing night for Pompey last night.
I don't want to talk about it. It's not even just disappointing night. The entire day has been filled with social media losing their shit over it, basically. Yeah.
What's the coverage like over there for like League One?
Abysmal, but you can basically pay a service called iFollow, so you can watch every game using that. And then there's a service called DAZN who have like the Premier League rights, and they'll show like the odd game on that.
Okay.
But yeah, no one cares. Most people don't even understand what League One is.
Yeah, yeah.
Or the Championship.
Yeah, exactly. You crack on with the Canadian Super League or whatever it's called. What is actually the Canadian League?
The Canadian Premier League, yeah. So for the longest time, Canada did not have any professional football because they desanctioned the only league that existed because there was like massive like match fixing going on.
Oh wow!
Sorry. Canada, the country sort of known for being the nicest country in the world, had match fixing.
Yes, there's a league called the Canadian Soccer League that still exists to this day, and it's only based in Ontario now. But yeah, there's huge like match fixing. Like you'll often go and look at the scores. It's like 8-2 to one team, and they scored all the goals in the second half. And so that's still going on. So they desanctioned that and didn't have one, which is ridiculous when you think of the size of this country.
Yeah.
So they have a bit like an NBA and stuff. They have teams that play in a MLS, but there's been a huge like movement to have their own league, and it started last season, and then the second season hasn't kicked off yet because of bloody COVID.
Peter Beardsley played in Canada back in the day. He played for the Vancouver Whitecaps.
Did he?
Yeah. Early doors, like early 80s, I think. Peter Beardsley played in Canada. Yeah.
There's only one Peter Beardsley.
One
I don't know if that was. Were Vancouver part of the?
They might have been in the NASL or whatever it was called.
Yeah. NASL was the like precursor to MLS, and it went bust. Yeah, it probably would have been given his era. Yeah.
Who's your Canadian team then? Do you have one?
No, not really. I'm closest enough to Toronto. Like most of my friends here are Toronto fans.
Surely you should be supporting Toronto with the Defoe link.
Yeah. Well, they all hate him here. They think he's a scumbag.
Really?
They think he's just a money grabber. Yeah, they don't really like because he only stayed here for like one season.
So Jermaine Defoe?
Jermaine Defoe, yeah.
Wow.
So he moved from Tottenham. The second time he was at Tottenham after he left Portsmouth, he went to TFC, stayed for a season, and they swapped him for Josie Altidore. Yeah, went to Sunderland, yeah.
Did well there? Not really.
Yeah, he did score goals and killed a kid as well.
Oh.
Much.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't know what that's about.
Why are you in Canada? How did that come about?
Just woke up one day here.
Missing a kidney.
I've heard worse things.
So my good wife, I met when she's Canadian, and I met her when she was studying in England. She was studying in Leeds. Mm-hmm. And then she finished her studying, moved back here, kind of did long distance for a while, and then we kind of had to decide, like, one of us has got to move someday. And here I am.
She didn't want to move to England?
No. Well, actually, at the time it was considered, but in hindsight, I'm kind of glad we didn't, if I'm honest. I think we made the right choice, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Country's kind of gone to the pits. Hate to say it.
How is Canada compared to the UK? Good fun?
Good fun. Good, very good standard of living. Good food. Good everything. Nice country. Lots of countryside still. It's very underpopulated. So, I mean, we live in what's known as the Greater Toronto area. So we're in like a big city, but nature's out there. Stone throw away. So very nice.
Interesting. Are you near a theme park?
Yes, Canada's Wonderland.
Oh, wow.
Very big theme park.
Yeah.
What is that the biggest one in Canada? Like, is that the most famous one in Canada, or?
Don't know.
Yes, I think it probably is.
The only one I know of, actually.
Yeah. I think that's a big one. It's owned by the Cedar Fair, so they own Cedar Point and King's Dominion, all that.
I mean, yeah, you're asking the wrong person when you ask that question. MJ obviously knows, doesn't he?
It's like, obviously, I try to keep my...
Flamey used to live near Lightwater Valley.
I was just about to say, do you remember we did Extra Life and then you were like, does anyone want to come to Lightwater Valley? I was like, fuck that, I haven't slept for 24 hours. Did you actually go that time?
Yeah, I went on my own.
It's funny. I don't know what it is.
It's a fairly it's a fairly bad theme park, but it does have the third longest roller coaster in the world.
Is it the ultimate? Ultimate. Is that like
that's the one?
Yes.
That's the one.
Theme park knowledge. That's
good knowledge. Yeah. So I knew I wanted the cred. I was like, yeah, I had had a few hours sleep. I think I had about 3 or 5 hours sleep. But I was like, yeah, I'm not missing that cred.
Yeah, because when else are you going to go up to Yorkshire? Let's be honest.
You're not from Yorkshire, are you, Adam?
Not yes and no. I'm originally from Portsmouth, but then my family are all from the north. We only lived in Portsmouth because of my dad's job, and then we moved back up north when I was about 12.
Right.
And we lived in Harrogate. Leeds.
This is doubly hard. I think Simi from earlier on in the podcast is a Harrogate lad as well.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I lived in Harrogate until I was like whatever age I moved here, till about 28, I think.
Yeah.
Give or take a couple of years out for university and stuff. Yeah, all my family are Sheffield.
Oh.
Pretty much.
It's been a very Yorkshire podcast. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it quite as much.
And you haven't. This is you're no stranger to, I'll try a sentence and try and finish a full one. You're no stranger to podcasts, Duckers.
No, I'm a bit of a podcast whore, in fact.
You are. What have you got going on at the moment?
So at the moment, my podcasts I'm currently involved in, my newest project is called Matchday Matinee, which is a show where every week we watch and rank and review a new football film. Kind of with the same lads that I watch Canadian football with over here. When lockdown started, we were a little bit bored. So 3 of us decided to start ranking football movies in like a table. So we do that every week. Actually, after I'm on here today, we're recording. We're going to do like a draft for the second season to pick what movies we're going to be doing over the next 12 weeks. And then on a podcast called Lapsed Gamer Radio, which is kind of a more casual podcast for people that don't play as many games or can't play as many games. So it's like dads on there and stuff, or people a bit like me, where life just gets in the way and you don't get to quite play as much as you want to. What else do I bloody do? And then my other personal project is Joypads for Goalposts, where I'm trying to rank every single football game, video game ever made. So I did a season of that. That's a YouTube channel. And I'm currently trying to edit the second season, where I'm looking at crappy handheld games from the 90s.
Oh, nice.
So 2 questions for you.
Sure.
First question, what is the best football game and why is it Championship Manager 97-98? And what is the best football film?
Okay, so currently in our ranking for the first question for football games, we have not tackled management games yet because that's a bit of a bigger time investment.
What a waste of time.
I know. So we did early console games. So the best game at the moment is ISS on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, yeah, good.
It's a good one.
Have you tackled the original FIFA in that round?
Yes, it's not aged well.
No.
It's very slow and not very good. Like, it's one of those ones. There's no good passing in it. It's really hard. The more arcadey games are better of that era. Anything that tries to be slightly simmy.
Sensi Soccer early 90s. Sensi Soccer from the early 90s.
Yeah, we got Sensible Soccer, and I think that was second, but we ranked like the original one.
Yeah.
And my friend that I do that with doesn't rate Sensible Soccer as much as me, but I'm holding out for when we do Sensible World of Soccer, which is like the de facto version out, and that's when I'm pushing. That's the best one out.
I'm guessing ISS on the SNES wasn't licensed or anything, no?
No.
That was like Pro Evo, Von Mistelrooy.
Like made up names, like Ronnie Charlton and stuff and whatever.
I I don't know if it was the first one or whether it was the second one or not, but there was a little extra bit on ISS that I loved, which was that you got stuck into some like how can I put it? There were football challenges, so you'd be like 3-2 down to Argentina.
Yes.
You had to win the game with four minutes left to go or something like that.
Yeah, like, ISS 64 had that. I remember that version. I don't know any others, but they were really good.
Good bands.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah. So rather than just playing the full game, it literally literally just put you into, and then I think most of them were famous like footballing matches. So you would be holding on to the lead because you had to qualify and you had 1 minute left or 10 minutes left to keep the Germans from scoring against. Yeah. Quite cool fun little idea.
Yeah.
Cool.
Best football film.
Oh, the best football film at the moment, again in our current rankings, is The Damned United. The Ryan Clough biopic.
That was your first one as well,
wasn't it? It was the first one, yeah.
Looking for Eric, does that not count as a football film?
That's on the list. It does count. Anything that's tangentially linked to football at this point is kind of in there.
I mean, obviously the Golf trilogy would smash all of those.
Bit of a guilty pleasure, the first Goal film.
Yeah, we did Goal as the last season. The last episode of the last season, it didn't come top, obviously, but it was somewhere. It's like second or third, I think.
I still regularly think about the scene. I can't remember what the main character's name is, but I still regularly Santiago. Regularly think of the scene where Rutger Hauer shows him how faster it is to pass the ball, and he makes him run the distance, and then just lobs the ball the same amount of distance, and it's just quicker and easier to get it. I still regularly think about how quicker it is to kick a ball than to run because of that entire.
Yeah, and what does he say? He says to him, "What's the lesson?" And Santiago goes, "Do you can score from the halfway line?" And he's like, "No, you fucking idiot."
Terrible film. Duckers, this is a food podcast. What's your favourite food?
Oh, probably curry, I would say.
Chicken
What's curry like in Canada?
What's curry? Hit and miss. I'm lucky enough to live pretty close to a city called Brampton, which has a large Indian immigrant population. So there's a lot of like curry houses there, as it happens.
Stadium Comics too, my boy Stadium.
Oh yeah, that's in Brampton too. Yeah. So there is good curry to be had here, and there's a lot of really good Indian fusion places. Like there's a place I really like near where I used to work called Rick's Good Eats, which is kind of he'll just fuse anything. So he got famous off a TV show where he had a butter chicken lasagna.
Oh my god! Wow.
He does a butter chicken mac and cheese as well. He does a thing called a Punjabi cheeseburger where the burger is tandoori seasoned.
Wow.
He's always trying different things. He's got like chicken bites that are tandoori flavored, fried chicken sandwich that's tandoori again, like all sorts of cool stuff. So yeah.
Has he ever fused Flashdance with MC Hammer shit?
No, but I'd love to see him do that.
Just like to point out something to listeners as well. I on occasion wear a wrist guard for my repetitive strain injury, which is essentially a disability. And Nate has just put what looks like a bin bag on his arm and has started doing weird like facial expressions. He's basically taking the piss out of me, and he's taking the piss out of my disability. So just wanted to point that out to all listeners.
It's not called a wrist guard, is it, Michael? What's it called?
You called it a wanking guard earlier.
No, that's not.
Wanking.
It's funny you should say that. So I have to wear one as well. Carpal tunnel.
There you go. See.
And so we're watching something on the FRUK YouTube, and my wife turns to me and she's like, "He's the same as you." I'm like, what does that mean?
Michael just pretends he used to do boxing or something. I don't know if you listen to brilliant shit. I don't know if you do listen to the podcast at all, Duckers, or if you're just a channel or groupie.
Both.
Good man.
I didn't watch as much of the YouTube at first, even though I know I started it. Just used to watch MJ when he had his other channel, Comedy Rainbow, and then funnily enough, it's my wife that actually started watching them. And then suddenly it's like now to the point where we watch every video and listen to the podcast whilst we're driving around and stuff. So yeah.
Oh, love it. So your wife listens Your wife listens to the podcast.
Yeah, she's going to be surprised when she gets to this bit, and it's like, no big deal. So hi, Becky.
It's. I should have said this earlier when we had Shelby and Sophie on. Like, it is actually quite nice when we have women involved, because it does feel like the YouTube in particular does seem to be predominantly a male dominant.
Yeah,
watchership.
I think our audience is 90% male.
Yeah, so it is nice when we get that there's actually women out there that listen as well.
And 90% of those have to wear a wrist support.
For one reason or another.
Come on. Cry.
It is also worth actually mentioning before I move on to what I was going to do last. You are to date, actually one of two people that has submitted their own food reviews into the FRUK Unwrapped fans group. Obviously, this is way back when I was a naive young man who didn't realise that you knew Michael. So have we got any more of those coming up? Because I would love to see some more.
Well, I don't even know which ones I put up. I recorded a bunch. Did I put up one where I ate a poutine?
No, I didn't. No. I don't think I saw that. I think I saw two
or three. I'm fairly certain you did.
I think you might have was it a cereal bars?
Yeah, like a weird cereal bar thing. I have a folder somewhere on my desktop of stuff that I did.
Definitely you're a sleep poutine.
I know you're a busy man, but drop them like it's hot.
Yeah, get them on there.
Yeah, okay.
When the pigs try to get at you.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen Gus Johnson's Pop It Like It's Hot?
Don't know who that is.
Okay, I'll share the video because it's fucking amazing.
Cool.
Put it in the group. Put it in the group.
Yeah, I will.
Good. Do it then.
Cool.
Oh, fucking hell. Chill out.
Anyway.
I don't even know what was that.
Oh, yeah, I have a poutine review here that says I edited it, so I didn't put that on.
Oh, fucking hell.
Did I review something called Milch? I don't even know what that is. I think this is.
So.
Okay, I'll put them up on there.
Good man.
I'll put them in the Facebook group for listeners. Join the Facebook group. Comment.
Correct.
For us lesser people that don't have our own food review channel.
As someone who does listen to the podcast, as it's now become clear, you will hopefully be familiar with S, Sweeter or Savourier, which Stuart runs a tiny little ship.
Yeah.
Can I just very quickly, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I hate saying things that are incorrect, and I don't want to alienate any audience members. It's 29% female. So it's a lot higher, triple.
Good.
Okay, thanks.
Admin. Stats.
I don't know how you guys put up with his bullshit sometimes. If you were to ask me what my favourite FRUK moment is, there isn't an individual thing. It's that you somehow try to have a serious food podcast with this clown on your show every single week.
Oh, God.
I mean, I don't want to put words in Stuart's mouth, but I would imagine that Appetizers 1 and Appetizers 2 were probably the best two podcasts we've ever recorded.
When is the next one? It seems like it's been a while, hasn't it?
It has. You need to go away, to be honest.
Yeah. Can't happen yet, can it?
Anyway, Sweet or Saviour, Stuart.
It's time to play a game. Let's play a game. It's called Sweeter or Savourier. We pull the name of a food stuff out of a hat. You tell us what you think about that. Will the next food stuff be sweeter or savory? Will it be sugary or covered in salt? There's just no way to know. But you must predict. Will the next food stuff be sweeter or savory?
Okay, the first food stop is a Twix. Do you get Twix in America?
Yes.
We do.
Do you Twix? Will the next food stuff be sweeter or savourier than a Twix?
I'm going to go savourier.
Savourier than a Twix. It's olive oil, which is savourier than a Twix, but it's a weird. It's kind of neutral product. It's kind of savoury, but kind of sweet. Will the next one be sweeter or savourier?
Wow. Savourier.
Savourier than olive oil. We've got salami. That is savourier than olive oil. The next foodstuff, will it be sweeter or savourier than salami?
I'm going to go sweeter.
Sweeter than salami. We've got Starburst, which is very sweet. This is a good run. Will the next product be sweeter or savourier than Starburst?
Savourier.
Savourier than Starburst. We've got broccoli, which is a dreadful product because it's neither sweet nor savoury. It sits in the middle. It is savourier than Starburst. Will the next product be sweeter or savourier than broccoli?
I'm going to go savourier.
Savourier than broccoli. We've got Burger King onion rings. I am going to need an adjudicator's decision.
I'll let MJ decide on this one. I don't have them enough, really.
That is so hard because the batter is certainly savoury, but the onion is pretty sweet.
I think that Burger King onion rings are quite sweet.
Yeah, I think they probably do fall sweeter.
Yeah, I think that's the end of the game. I'm sorry, Eric. That is a great run. 6 is a tremendous run. In 2020, that's probably the best thing that has happened. Right, Cara, the first food out is Burger King onion rings. Will the next food be sweeter or savourier?
Savourier.
It's a polo. Sorry, mate. Crashed out first opportunity. The worst performance on sweeter or savourier ever. That is something to be proud of. Well done, my mum. John. It's a simple game. The first food is a polo mint. Will the next food be sweeter or savourier?
Savourier.
Savourier than a polo meat. And we've got a Hawaiian pizza. It's the 5th time out of that. And it is savourier than a polo mint. Will the next food be sweeter or savourier, John?
I don't know. It's reasonably neutral, isn't it? I'm going to go with sweeter.
Sweeter. We've got Seabrook salt and vinegar crisps. Game over, my friend. You have crashed out. Two. Admittedly, if you're going to crash out to anything, you might as well crash out to one of the greatest food products of all time. That's
Seabrooks.
That's 3. That's a decent score. It's a decent score.
Not the worst score of the evening, is it?
You are better than Michael Jameson in almost every way. Congratulations. Liam, sweeter or savourier? Dead simple. The first food stuff out of the hat is the best food stuff in the world. It's Seabrook salt and vinegar crisps. Will the next food stuff be sweeter or Savourier?
Oh, this is the one I really wanted to play as well. I'm going to go sweeter.
Sweeter than a Seabrook crisp. You've got the Drifter. It's a sweeter or savourier classic, and it's sweeter than a Seabrook salt and vinegar crisp. Will the next food stuff be sweeter or savourier?
I saw a statistic the other day that said Drifter has appeared in Sweet and Savoury more often than it's been bought.
7 times. 7 times, and there's only been. You're right. There's only been 3 sold. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's only 1.5 because it's 2 fingers each.
Sweeter or savoury than a Drifter?
I'll go savoury.
Savoury than a Drifter. We've got your next one. The next guess is the easiest guess that anyone is ever going to make because you just drew Marmite, my friend.
Oh, I'll get it wrong now. I love Marmite.
Oh.
Is it sweeter?
Sweeter than Marmite. You've got hoisin sauce, which is sweeter than Marmite, but is also one of those weird products that it's not neutral. It's really savoury and really sweet at the same time. Will the next product be sweeter or savourier than hoisin sauce?
I'll go savourier.
Savourier than hoisin sauce. We've got bacon, which is savourier than hoisin sauce.
Yeah. Hoisin sauce is actually incredibly salty, but it does have sweetness there as well.
Sometimes it is really sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. I think bacon's savourier.
Sweeter or savourier than bacon?
Go sweeter then.
Sweeter than bacon. Oh,
gotta be.
Talking of sweeter or savourier classic products. You've only gone and pulled airwaves. You've only gone and pulled airwaves mental.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's so savoury. It's so savoury.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Sweeter than bacon, though, isn't it? Liam, this is an insane run. I'm going to run out of products. Sweeter or savourier than Airwaves Mental?
Savourier.
Savourier than Airwaves Mental. We have got Flaming Hot Monster Munch, which is savourier.
Oh, nice. Good
Fifth
product.
time out. It is a great product. Will the next product be sweeter or savourier than Airwaves Mental?
Is anyone counting my score?
Yeah, I'm counting it up, yeah.
Nice. Sweeter.
Sweeter than Flaming Hot Monster Munch. We have got a cheeseburger.
Ooh.
Mod.
That's hard.
Did you say sweeter?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, it's not, is it?
No, it's not.
The saltiness.
Corn,
it's got an
innit?
element of sweetness with the ketchup and stuff, but I think it's
Sweet
it's
corn.
I think it's quite close.
Yeah,
It depends if you have sauce on it, but you can't really count that.
that is 8 products, which is
I'm happy with that.
you did 2020 MVP, my mum.
I'm happy. That's what I was aiming for. I was aiming for at least 6 and above. So I thought I could do it, and I believed. It's more of a game of luck now, isn't it?
No, it is belief. A lot of
Skill,
people
it's
meant
skill. It's all skill.
Yeah. Works along to the slaughter.
Oh, Nathan. Shelbers, the first food out of the hat is a cheeseburger. Will the next food be sweeter or Savourier?
I mean, it has to be sweeter.
Sweeter than a cheeseburger, you've got Nutella, which is
Great.
sweeter. 4th time out of the hat. Will the next food be sweeter or Savourier?
Savourier.
Savourier than Nutella. You've got Chinese chicken curry. The kind of chicken curry you might get in a Chinese chippy. And it's savourier than Nutella. It's quite sweet, though.
It is sweet.
Will the next food be sweeter or savourier than Chinese chicken curry?
Okay. I'm going to take a punt and go savourier again.
Savourier than Chinese chicken curry. You have
Yeah.
just died because you pulled Neapolitan ice cream, but in an exciting twist, it's the first time it's ever been played in sweeter or savoury.
Fortune
Inclusion.
favours the brave is one of my favourite phrases and non-applicable here.
Yeah.
So I did win in a way.
In
I did win in a way.
In
yeah.
a way. And you got 3. No, you got 4. That's good. That's decent.
A good score.
That's decent. That's a good
And you
score,
got-
yeah.
And you got to spend a few moments in the company of Michael Jameson. So you also lost.
It's been great.
Mr. Minix, the first product out of the hat is Neapolitan ice cream. So will the next product be a sweeter product or a savourier product?
I would have to argue Savourier.
Oh, what a lovely reference. It's it's the original Oreo. I'm going to need a judge's decision first out of the hat.
Marginally. I think marginally.
Yeah.
I think it's more savoury.
Correct, correct. So we've got the original Oreo. Will the next product be sweeter or Savourier?
Gonna have to say Savourier again.
Savourier. We've got this is the rich tea biscuit, which I don't believe exists in the world of the Trump
Does
land.
not. Does not.
It's a very neutral.
Savourier than an Oreo.
Savoury
less sweet.
Yeah, less.
So I think that counts as silver. Yeah.
Savoury, Nathan. There's no such thing as less sweet in this game. Correct. Will the next product be sweeter or savourier than a rich tea biscuit?
I'm gonna follow the baby steps. I'm gonna say Savourier one more time.
We've got Sriracha, Nate's favourite products. Out for the
Is it?
6th time.
Who knows?
You've tried it now, haven't you?
I don't know what I've tried and what I haven't tried, to be honest, mate.
Peggy?
Food's all. I have tried.
It's Sriracha savoury than a rich tea, isn't it? It's another one of those weird products that's sweet and savoury at the
In
same
between,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's savourier though.
Yeah. Sweeter or savourier than Sriracha?
Oh.
Warren.
You there?
And
Am I back? Hello?
Correct. Transatlantic Communication Breakdown.
Beautiful. I'm sure it's me.
It's a
I'm
great
gonna
name,
have to
great
go-
name for an album. You can have that for free.
Oh, thank you. Let me
Thank you.
type that. I'm gonna go 5 for 5. Give me Savourier.
Savoury than Sriracha.
Wow, this is a train.
We've got mushrooms.
Ooh.
I don't think it is savoury. It's the earthiness of the mushroom, isn't it? There's nothing savoury. It's the most neutral thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Savoury.
So that's the thing. If I would have said sweeter, I still think I would have lost.
Yeah, I think mushrooms is it's a game killer, isn't it?
Mushrooms just kills it, yeah.
Yeah, just generally in life, mushrooms should not exist in the game or in the world.
Right.
I'll
take 4 for 5 though.
That's pretty good. Well, no, you get 5 because you get the first one. That's the beauty of the game. You get one for nothing. It's the participation trophy of podcast games. 5. That's a decent score. That's a good score, man. Right, Simmy, it's dead straightforward, man. The first food out of the hat is mushrooms. will the next food be sweeter or savoury?
I'm saying sweeter.
Sweeter than mushrooms, we've got quavers. I'm going to need an adjudicator's decision straight out of the door.
Quavers will have some sugar in the ingredients, won't it?
It's not about whether it's got sugar in it, Simmy.
Did you say sweeter?
It says sweeter than a mushroom, a quaver.
So neutral.
Do you know what? I've never eaten quavers, so I can't.
My 6-year-old loves them.
Definitely sweeter. Which
Right.
is weird because
Yeah, correct. Next food, will it be sweeter or savoury than quavers?
Sweeter.
Sweeter than quavers. We've got chicken nuggets. No, mate.
Oh,
sorry.
fucking hell.
3 though. That's not. I mean, it might feel bad now, but it's not a terrible score. The first product that you have is chicken nuggets. Will the next product be sweeter or savourier?
Maybe confer.
Confer, yeah. Correct.
Okay, I reckon that's pretty savoury already. So, did you say chicken nuggets? Did you say
chicken nuggets? Yeah, bog standard chicken nuggets.
That's pretty. Yeah, sweet. I reckon. Yeah.
Sweeter than a chicken nugget. We're both in agreement.
Yeah.
You have got Walker's salt and vinegar crisps. Game over. Boom.
Oh, what? We got done. I thought chicken nuggets are so savoury already. Well, that's it then.
Yeah. Sorry, lads. Sorry, lads. It's bad for you, but it's good for the podcast because we're running behind like mad.
Yeah. End of the dream appearance. Done.
Yeah. It's the first food out of the hat is Walker's salt and vinegar crisps. So will the next food be a sweeter food or a savourier food?
Right, that's got to be sweeter.
Sweeter than Walker's salt and vinegar, we have got the Oreo McFlurry, which is very much sweeter. 4th time out of that. Will the next food be sweeter or savourier than an Oreo McFlurry?
Savourier.
Savourier than an Oreo McFlurry, we've got a margarita pizza, which is savourier than McDonald's and Oreo McFlurry. Will the next food be sweeter or savourier than a margarita pizza?
Sweeter.
Sweeter than a margarita pizza, we've got Stilton cheese. Game over. Do we? Is there some disagreements?
No, that was
no. Sorry, just reacting to the bus.
I think disappointment rather than
disappointment. In the words of Kevin Sorbo. Yeah.
Disappointed myself, to be honest.
That's not a bad run, that though. To be fair, that's 4. That's all right. That is all right.
I really think the minimum are overrated, man. Anyway, that's for another day.
Oreos definitely better than apples, though. I think statistically speaking.
Yeah,
when contained within a year. Yeah. I think the year of the Oreo, whilst much maligned, was a much more successful experiment than 2 months of the apple. Not the channel killing, yeah.
It's very simple. Sophie, I give you the name of a food. You tell me if the next food will be sweeter or savourier. The first food is Stilton cheese. Will the next food be sweeter or savourier?
Sweeter.
Sweeter than Stilton cheese, we've got sugarless black coffee. You're out and you've got no one but Nathan Peterson to blame because he put that in the hat. That is a terrible food product to put in the game, Nathan. You are scum.
Wow.
Eat coffee as well.
Another reason to hate it.
Double whammy. Do apologise. I'll be honest. I put it in the list knowing that
it was a game killer.
No, well, knowing it would come to tonight, I knew that tonight it would. Yeah, I do apologise, Sophie. I knew years ago. That's what obviously I like.
Actually, the first food out of the hat is a dead food, and you've got Nathan Peterson to thank. It's sugarless black coffee. Will the next food be sweeter or savourier? It's impossible to get this wrong, surely. Everything is either sweeter or savourier than sugarless black coffee.
We'll go sweeter.
Sweeter than sugarless black coffee. It couldn't be sweeter. It's a Snickers. What a great food. Just press F in the comments. Pay respects to the Snickers. Sweeter or savourier than the Snickers?
Savourier.
Savourier than the Snickers. It's a chocolate digestive. I'm going to need an adjudicator's decision, lads.
Oh, certainly savourier.
Savourier than a Snickers.
Yeah.
But I actually know about the savoury or sweetness of biscuits, so yeah, I'm unsurprised you needed to come to me.
Don't start, Michael, you penis.
Fuck off. I've already said cunt. I've already said cunt one time this episode. I'll say it again.
Sweeter or savourier than a chocolate digestive?
Savourier.
Correct, it's chips. Sweeter
without salt.
What's going on? There's some kind of microphone banter going on.
I don't know what he's doing.
I'm administering a game, and you two are playing with your microphones.
I tried to get in MJ's face, but rather than look at the camera up here, I started looking at the microphone.
Oh, he's an idiot. What a clown.
I'm drunk. Carry on.
Sweeter or savourier than chips?
Sweeter.
Sweeter than chips, gaffers. We've got mayonnaise, and I'm going to say yes. Ninth time out of the hat. Sweeter or Savourier than mayonnaise, gaffers?
I'll go for savourier.
Savourier than mayonnaise. Salt and vinegar McCoys. It's so savoury. What a play. Sweeter or savoury than salt and vinegar McCoys?
He loves salt. He can sense it coming.
Salt and egg McCoys. Sweeter or savourier than salt and vinegar McCoys?
Sweeter.
We've got original Pringles. Yeah?
Yeah.
He's on a roll. You can tell the boy listens to the podcast.
Sweeter or savoury than original Pringles?
Sweeter.
Tiramisu from Chancel Square.
Run here.
Domino's.
Run.
Sweeter or savourier than tiramisu?
Watch out, Cockcroft.
What are you saying?
I'm going to go savourier.
Savourier than tiramisu. Oh, mate, it's fish food ice cream.
Fuck.
It's so sweet. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Top of the leaderboard. Okay, Adam. The first food out of the hat is Ben and Jerry's fish food. Will the next food be sweeter or savourier? That's an easy start.
Gotta be savourier.
Gotta be savourier. We have got, it is ketchup. The fifth time out of the hat. It's intensely sweet, but it's savourier than fish food.
So here's something. I don't eat ketchup over here because it tastes disgusting. It's like even more sugary.
Ugh.
Wow.
And I just can't stand it. It's just not for me. So are we talking UK recipe then or North American?
UK Heinz ketchup.
Okay, I'll go sweeter.
Sweeter than psychopath. It's Tiger Bread, which is game over. It's very sweet.
What a chance it.
And there are only 3 products left in the hat, and one of them is probably the most infamous sweeter or savourier product of all time, that Maryland original cookie, and it has not come out of the hat tonight.
Wow.
Still not over that, are we?
No, very much not. No.
I guess we could probably do it at this point. We can reveal to Daka, since he's the last guest tonight. We've been playing a long version of Sweeter or Saviour, and we've played with every single caller in, which I think is about 14 or 15 people have been playing a continuous game of Sweeter or Saviour, and you're the first person to know that. So Stuart is going to very kindly stitch that all together, and we're going to see what the final score was amongst you people. I was going to say paupers, but that seems really, really disrespectful to everyone.
God,
yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
that's more disrespectful than forgetting about the 29% females that watch the show.
Don't even say, like, you successfully didn't call them that. So don't then say, "Oh, I nearly called you poor." Well, you didn't, but you've just made it worse by saying that you nearly did.
But I didn't. So
I'm not sure there's any.
You know, it's like when you start a sentence by saying no disrespect, and then you go on to disrespect them. You know, it counts. I didn't disrespect,
isn't it?
No, don't. I don't want to know.
The FRUK fans tonight managed a score of 40.
Wow.
Sweeter or Savourier between them.
Two less than Jason Cockcroft.
Yeah, Jason's still top of the leaderboard.
Adam, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for coming on. It's good to put a voice and a face to the name that I already had heard and seen before.
Can I tell you one quick story about MJ before? I don't even know if he remembers this.
Please do.
It's a little bit crude, but whatever. We're friends. We're all friends. So I don't know if he explained to you how we met. We did a Extra Life 24-hour video game marathon something like 9 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided to get Domino's 12 hours in or whatever. And he's like, yeah, everyone write down their orders and then I'll order it because I've got a particular way of ordering. I want to make sure it gets done. So we're like, yeah, okay, write it down.
I don't remember this.
Okay, hand it over to him. He's on the phone. He's like, yeah, can I get... And he puts through the order. So it's for 6 of us, I think there were. So it takes him a while to get through it. He sat talking and he's like, excuse me, you want me to do what? And then it's like, what the fuck's going on? We're all sat like, what is he? And he's like, so he sat for a good 5 minutes, double checking the order and everything, going through. He's like, you want me to suck you off when you deliver the pizza? And then it's like, we're all just like, whoa, what the fuck is he doing? He never dialed the number. He was that committed to a joke. He's like, I'm just going to fuck with them all and pretend I'm ordering it. And like, ride this out, repeating the pizza, this whole thing. And he's like, yeah, never dialed it, did I? And just puts his phone down. And then it was just, and then he eventually ordered it and then asked for caramel sauce with his chicken dippers or whatever it was. And it's like, fucking child.
Fucking hell. I don't remember that. Fuck. But it absolutely sounds like something I'd do.
Yeah, I had to share that with you before I go.
My commitment to the bit is well known.
Exactly, yeah. Like 10 out of 10 for being halfway through a 24-hour gaming marathon. And you're like, oh no, I'll get the lads, play a quick prank on them. It worked.
Oh, brilliant.
What a fucking belly.
No, exactly. And I just wanted my pizza. I was starving.
3 years of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Plus other stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Douglas. Anyway, and very much thank you for that story because that is beautiful.
I guess.
That is MJ in a nutshell.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, mate. Good to see you again.
Congrats.
Sorry it was later than normal. And thank you. Very kind of you.
Bye.
Take it easy, mate.
Take care.
Cheers.
Enjoy Canada.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, finishes you mean to have already continued prior to the finish?
I mean, why should this show, of all shows, be any different to every other show in which show cannot be ended successfully?
Just do a professional ending then. Stop.
I tried, Stuart, for 3 years.
Yeah, it's hard with me around.
It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have done something to mark that.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. We did.
Did we?
Oh well, maybe next year. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks to everyone. Goodbye. Nah.
Almost certainly not.
Just stop saying, and then the episode will end. If you stop saying things.
Yeah. Still, this is still very much the podcast.
Yeah, I'm still planning to say things.
Well, I'm just going to say thank you everyone for joining us, both on the call and listening. It was very it was good. It was good to talk to a number of people.
So many faces.
Yeah, so many faces, and hear the words that came out of their mouth.
with ears. I use my ears to hear it.
Listeners and viewers.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, it's 3.5 hours for me to play this. I'm just going to prolong it even more. That's Stuart, that is. That's Stuart in a nutshell. If you want a little bit of peek behind the curtain, moaning about how long he's enjoyed it.
Starting with admin, finishing with admin. Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I've enjoyed our 30th anniversary. I actually enjoyed talking to all of those people, especially that one and the other one.